Welcome to the Fantasy Audiobook. Online games. Super God level talent, 100 times the attributes. Chapter 41. Qin Fei is not familiar with games. Go south out of the city, about 500 miles past the Azite defense line. That's the territory of the demons, and it's heavily guarded. Obulos did not hide anything and said frankly, the mission is very difficult. I have teamed up to go there 3 times, and twice of them failed to reach the target location. The closest one was just a fight with the demon beasts on the outskirts of the forest. Quote, "It doesn't matter whether it's difficult or not, but it seems to be going well with me." Okay, no problem. Qin Fei replied casually. Obulos panicked now. Young man, are you serious? He has seen Qin Fei's attributes. If he goes, there may be hope, and the hope is a bit high. But if Qin Fei is just perfunctory, isn't his happiness in vain? No, we have to think of something. Young man, here are 3 skill books for Berserker warriors. You should study them first. Obulos took out his family wealth without hesitation. Although it is not very rare, the path to awakening of the Berserk warriors is now controlled by the demons. Looking at the Empire, there are actually not many old people who know these skills. Drop. You have gained advanced skills, violent energy and blood, violent power, and violent fighting. Change jobs first, then learn skills. Blood Fury level 1, 0/100ths advanced. Explode energy and blood, putting yourself into a violent state. In a violent state, maximum health increased by 20%. Attack speed increased by 20%. Movement speed increased by 20%. The violent state lasts for 10 seconds. Consumption, 10% health. Cooldown, 100 seconds. Power Fury level 1, 0/100ths passive advanced. In violent state, strength increases by 30%. Battle Rage level 1, 0/100ths passive advanced. In a violent state, critical hit rate increased by 5%. Each critical hit on the enemy can extend the violent state for 5 seconds. Attack power increased by 20%. Each time the enemy is defeated, the violent state can be extended for 5 seconds. What the hell? Is this still garbage? Excellent. Qin Fei didn't know what it was like for others, but it was absolutely the best for him. 30% power. It's cool to highlight an extreme bonus. Young man, will you go to the wild forest? Obulos still felt uneasy. Meeting. I'm old, don't lie to me. Won't. Really? Qin Fei was a little annoyed. Really, 100%, I will go now. Obulos nodded with satisfaction and let Qin Fei go out with confidence. I can't figure out what he's worried about. Qin Fei has changed to Berserk. Not only does he need follow-up skills, but the tasks are also related to awakening. What Obulos needs, he will definitely need in the future. So, once this mission is completed, he may be able to reach awakening on his violent road. Wait for Qin Fei to arrive at the Legion station. Dongfang Bailey and Shengguan Yao have been waiting for a long time. Let's go. Qin Fei greeted the 2 of them. When he saw Reina again, there were 2 people standing next to her. One is a middle-aged man, dressed as a knight. The other priest was wearing a cloak and it was wrapped so tightly that he couldn't see clearly, but judging from his body shape, he should be a woman. Your mission this time is to support the defense line. At the same time, you must try your best to detect traces of the demons on the way. The news we just received shows that several demon squads may have bypassed the defense line, attacked the passing caravans, and cut off the supply of the defense line. Reina said wholeheartedly, as if she didn't know the 3 of them at all. Certainly. This was also agreed in advance yesterday. Don't worry, Captain, with the Sage's apprentice leading the team, we will definitely be able to complete the mission and eradicate the demon team. Okay, let's go. Reina nodded and said directly. The process is too fast. Before Qin Fei responded, the group went out. Drop. Holy Light Knight, Nook, has joined your team. Holy Flame Priest, Sivinas, has joined your team. ? Qin Fei and the other 3 looked surprised at the same time. Sivinas. That's Sivinas on the leaderboard. In the team channel, Qin Fei couldn't help but ask. Hello, Fatian Emperor. Sivinas's tone was quite calm and her voice was very soft, but what she said was 100% not in Longguo dialect and had to be translated systematically in order to be understood. Now that the identity of the other party has been confirmed, he is even more surprised. Why are you here? Qin Fei thought. Even though her level allows her to enter the city, it's so far away that there's no reason to appear in the same city, right? I looked into it. Judging from the scope of Novice Village, the city where you are most likely to appear is here. Zivinez explained. The task of supporting the defense line appeared in the Legion's task list last night, and the identity of the team commander was marked on it. Qin Fei secretly said, "It seems somewhat reasonable. But why do I always feel like something is wrong?" Zivinez continued. "I want to buy some boundary-breaking stones, please give me a price." Direct enough. Before Bai Li could wink at him, Qin Fei turned back and said, "It's done." Unlikely. Zivinez obviously didn't believe this answer. A maximum of 10 boundary-breaking stones can be used in one career change, and you took a total of 80 stones yesterday, so you still have at least 40 stones left. If you really run out, you should reach the second level, but the rankings show that your level is still a long way from the second level. Shangguan Yao held it in for a long time, and finally couldn't hold it back any longer. "Brother said I've finished it, why do you still talk so much?" Zivinez nodded slightly. As Fatian Emperor originally from the Shangguan family. When Shangguan Yao heard this, he suddenly lost his temper and didn't know how to answer. Bai Li pulled Yaoer back with her backhand and said, "It's impossible to sell the boundary-breaking stone. You don't have to think about it." Zivinez still had such a calm tone. As the spokesperson of the Dragon Kingdom's military, can you make a decision for Fatian Emperor? If you can, just pretend I didn't say it. Dongfang Baili's eyes suddenly froze. The other party is too well prepared and knows all the information. Can only say, yesterday's spies were still not caught. Zivinez just relied on Baili's hesitation and said directly, "It seems that you don't have the qualifications. How about the Fatian Emperor listen to my conditions first? Business is business. You have to listen to all the quotes before you can make the most appropriate decision, right?" Qin Fei does not have Dongfang Baili's special status and does not need to consider whether to trade or not. There are no restrictions on the conditions between myself and her. But Zivinez's identity is there, at this current point in time. Tisk. Can't believe it at all. So no matter what price she offered, Qin Fei would ignore it, so there was no need to listen. "I said there is no boundary-breaking stone, but there is none," Qin Fei said lightly. "Hey." Zivinez sighed and said no more. It was originally an easy task to go on a sunny day, but she messed it up like this. The atmosphere was so awkward that Qin Fei and the others lost interest in chatting. The team headed out of the city along the road. Nuck pointed to the fork in the road ahead. "The mission route is going here, and we need to detect the traces of the demon team. I am the commander, you are the commander. If Qin Fei and Zivinez don't deal with each other, they will naturally not give this Holy Light Knight a good look. Not to mention that the opponent is just an NPC, and he wants to take over the command of the team right away. Isn't that nonsense? Although you are the disciple of the sage, you are not familiar with St. Carl's, and Nuck, let's just follow the command." Zivinez suddenly stopped him. "Okay." Nuck's face was obviously unhappy, but he still endured it. "Commander, please give me your orders. Take the high road." How could Qin Fei care about the demon team? He now wanted to reach the Azite defense line as soon as possible to find the whereabouts of Olawana. You are disobeying the mission instructions," Nuck said again, with obvious anger in his tone. "I am the commander, and I will go wherever I tell you to go." Qin Fei pressed the handle of the knife with one hand and did not tolerate the other party at all. "Are you going to disobey the order?" Nuck glared at Qin Fei bitterly, but finally did not speak. The team moved on. Until noon, Qin Fei opened the map, checked the route, and asked the team to stop and rest for a while. "No mounts. It's a bit too slow this way." Reina didn't know why, but she wasn't prepared. "Do you really plan to find out information about the demons on the road?" Crazy. Looking at the map location, the group of people have only walked 30 miles out of the city, and are still at least 200 miles away from the Azte defense line. According to this speed and progress, there is basically nothing to think about in 3 days. Unless I don't want to sleep and drive all night, I might be able to arrive tomorrow. Dongfang Baili glanced at Zivinez, who was resting, and took the opportunity to come over and said, "The identity of this woman is a bit mysterious. I asked my father, but I didn't find out the reason. I only know that behind her is the most powerful black hand. The Dang family has a very close relationship with the beautiful country. Qin Fei didn't care much about this person, but he just felt a little strange. Then you have to reflect on why it is so easy for others to check you, but so difficult for you to check others. This. Dongfang Baili was also depressed, but it was hard to say. The beautiful country's intelligence infiltration work has always been impossible to guard against. The key is that there are always so many idiots who are hell-bent on hanging out with them. What is the logic behind this? She still can't figure it out. Right now, a reminder suddenly came to my ears. Drop. Holy Light Knight, Nook, has left your team. Holy Flame Priest, Sivinas, has left your team. Good. Qin Fei knew that these two guys were not here to complete the mission. Just stop pretending now, right? Alas. Zivinas stood up and sighed. Fatian Emperor, you have one last chance now, cooperate or die. Only you. Qin Fei's sword suddenly unsheathed. At another bullshit night. Do you dare to question the glory of the holy light? Nook drew out the cross sword from his waist. In the sun. The long sword glowed with a faint golden light. Ding. Dongfang Baili's heart trembled, and she suddenly realized something was wrong. The strength of the NPC is basically the same as the grade of the weapon he holds. The rare weapon he holds is probably. The words were not spoken yet. Zivinas said directly. Master Nook, please wait a moment. I think anyone should have a chance to repent before they don't understand the greatness of light. Qin Fei smiled. What's wrong, Master? I'm from Binzhou University, not Shaman University. So much nonsense. Do it first and then talk. Guilty stealth. Qin Fei's body swayed and he disappeared into the darkness. The sword is unsheathed. Leap Slash is about to take action. Light, dispel the darkness. Master Nook pushed his left palm forward and chanted loudly. Buzz. The midday sun shone a dazzling white light under the chanting. The incomparably holy radiance disperses all the surrounding darkness without any blind spots. Not even a single shadow can be hidden in the grass at the very feet. Hey, your stealth was detected by the enemy. Qin Fei emerged from the darkness, and his jumping slash action was interrupted. At the same time, Qin Fei's body also fell into a slight stiffness, and he secretly wondered in his heart. Innocent stealth can avoid detection by skills 2 levels higher. Even if he is a master, his skills cannot exceed the great level, right? Unless it's the restraint of the holy light system. Depend on. Qin Fei couldn't help but curse secretly. Opposite, Master Nook pointed his sword to the sky and chanted again without emotion. Those who blaspheme the holy light will be punished. The next moment, the light in the sky suddenly condensed into a line, blooming so brightly that it was impossible to look directly at it. Boom. Before anyone could see clearly what was in the light, a loud noise came from their ears. Open your eyes again. A huge golden spear shot from Qin Fei's back and penetrated his entire chest, almost pinning him to the ground. Minus 18,020. Super high damage figures floated out from Qin Fei. Dongfang Baili and Dongfang Baili were completely stunned by the scene in front of them. Any shot will cause 18,000 damage. This is the strength of the master. And Qin Fei, who took the master's spear of punishment forcefully, is still alive and still has 1/3 of his health bar. For a while, Dongfang Baili didn't even know which side was more outrageous. Qin Fei also secretly thought in his heart. Inexperienced in gaming, I'm really at a disadvantage. I didn't know what skills the opponent was going to use, and I was staring at Master Nook's movements the whole time. Who knew that as a knight, he could raise his hand with this magical skill that fell from the sky? The speed of light skills is too fast. If he didn't take action immediately, it would be too late. Now the health bar has been reduced to 1/3, and the pressure has followed. There is no room for error. The next step is that you can't take any more skills. It has no magic resistance per se. Any magic skill will hurt a little bit if you eat it. Violent blood. Qin Fei's health dropped again. You're already hurt anyway, why do you care so much? Come again, fight with zeal. Boom. Qin Fei burst out with blood all over his body, all attributes increased, and his attack speed and movement speed increased. Life is quickly restored at a value close to 300 per second. Click. Qin Fei twisted his neck and ordered, kill that woman and leave the bullshit knight to me. Yes. Shangguan Yao finally remembered that he was also capable of fighting. He immediately bent his bow and arrow, aiming at Zivina's. Whoosh! 3 arrows shot out of her hand side by side. The blue arrows were surrounded by streaks of lightning, the red arrows were burning with blazing flames, and the cyan arrows suddenly accelerated in the wind. Light, block everything. Zivina's held the white staff tightly with both hands and chanted softly. All of a sudden, a golden barrier spread out from above his head, like an upside-down golden bowl, covering him from 360 degrees without any blind spots. Whoosh! The first cyan arrow reached the barrier. Surprisingly, the 2 sides did not trigger any collision. As if the golden barrier was just an illusion, arrows were allowed to pass through. The next moment, the green arrow penetrated Zivina's forehead. Lost. Swish. The lightning arrows and the flame arrows arrived at the same time, hitting Zivina's at the same time. Lost. Lost. Boom. A bolt of lightning fell from the sky and hit Zivina's head directly. Result. Still lost. Light barrier. Shangguan Yao pouted and his thin eyebrows suddenly knitted together. Can't this skill be learned only after the second turn? You guys don't understand the power of light at all. Zivina spoke calmly. Fatian Emperor, those attributes you rely on are just ridiculous numbers in front of the great light. And I'm afraid you don't even have the courage to use the dark summons that you are so proud of. Do you know, once recognized by the Holy See as the son of evil, any city will treat you as a wanted person, any NPC will become your enemy, and no businessman will trade with you. Not a red name, but it's worse than the red name. It's not a ban, it's almost like a ban. Dongfang Bailey was shocked and hurriedly reminded in a private message, don't expose the dark summons. She is not joking. During the closed beta, some players offended the Holy See and couldn't continue playing at all, so they had to give up. Ha, how can it be so troublesome? Qin Fei chuckled and disappeared from sight in the next second. Master Nuk subconsciously used holy light to dispel. However, under the pure holy light, Qin Fei's figure was still not revealed. Quote question mark question mark question mark quote. There was a trace of confusion in Master Nuk's eyes. Careful up there, Zivina's shouted in the distance. In the air, Qin Fei raised his saber, condescendingly, and slashed it down in the air with the absolute power of an explosion and the terrifying speed of a cannonball falling to the ground. Boom! A huge crater was created at the impact point, and the ground cracked instantly. The shock wave caused by the huge earthquake carried smoke and dust, and rushed out more than 10 meters away on the spot. Wait for the smoke to clear. 2 figures appeared. Nuk held the cross sword with both hands across his chest. Qin Fei put a sword on top of the cross sword. Block. Excellent. Phew. Zivina's couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. The power of Fatian Emperor is really terrifying. Among the known attributes, his power was the first to exceed 10,000. Even the lowest professional skills will appear very terrifying when unleashed by such terrifying power. In addition, the NPCs in gods are not monsters. Their panels are the same as the players. Therefore, their damage composition also requires the matching of skills, equipment, gems and other props. Only different, NPCs have rich combat experience and high skill levels and proficiency. So, in a battle at the same level, it is basically impossible for players to be NPC opponents. If it is a team battle, the players' garbage cooperation will only be completely abused by the NPC team. Surrender, Zivina's said with great confidence. With Master Nuk's combat experience, no matter how high your damage is, it will only be blocked. Ha 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 ha, funny. Qin Fei's hearty laughter sounded in the field. The sword in his hand kept pressing down, forcing Master Nuk's face to become distorted. Not to mention speaking back, it was a little difficult to even breathe. Block. Can you block my sword with 20,000 points of power? How many? 20,000. Zivina's, Dongfang Bailey, Shangguan Yao, and even Nuke looked incredible under Qin Fei's sword. The next second, Qin Fei drew his knife and turned around. Just as Nuk was about to open his mouth to release his skill, another knife flashed before his eyes. When Nuk's blocking posture remained unchanged, but his chest seemed to have been hammered, and his face suddenly turned red. Come again. Qin Fei drew his knife and slashed again, so fast that it was almost in the blink of an eye. When Nuk successfully blocked again, but his body couldn't bear it anymore. Plop! Under the terrifying force, his knees couldn't help but bend and he fell to his knees. There was finally a trace of nervousness in Zivina's tone. The master level Holy Light Knight was suppressed by a new player and couldn't even find a chance to fight back. If no one intervenes in this special state of suppression, Master Nook may be really in danger. Holy Flame, go and burn away the darkness in the world, and purify the filth in the world. Buzz. A flying star that condensed starlight came to Zivina's at some point. The chanting spell was immediately interrupted by flying stars. When Zivina's turned his head, he happened to face Dongfang Bailey's beautiful face so close at hand. The barrier of light is an invincible long-range defense technique, but if someone gets close to you, you will have no ability to resist. Dongfang Bailey raised a provocative smile at the corner of her mouth. My move is not very powerful, I hope you can block it. The other side. Qin Fei snorted coldly. Can't you handle it now? Cough. Nook's eyes were filled with bloodshot eyes and he looked at Qin Fei angrily. The next moment, Qin Fei drew his sword and turned around, then slashed at Nook's shoulder with his backhand. Quick, too fast to react. Nook's agility attributes are inherently incomparable to Qin Fei's. Knights don't need agility. With the agility brought by his level and equipment, he could only survive by 200 or 300 points. As for the attack speed bonus, for knights, it is even more unnecessary. So in terms of speed, the gap between the two sides cannot be called crushing. Just like a boxing champion beating up a child, you can play whatever you want. Not to mention, Nook was in a suppressed state before, but now he didn't even react to the stiffness. Boom. Qin Fei slashed Nook's shoulder armor with his knife. Minus 5,200. Look at the blood bar again. This knife will cut off at least 10%. Puff. Nook looked up to the sky and spit out a mouthful of bright red, and retreated. With his rich combat experience, he was asked to raise the cross sword and use his skills. But, Qin Fei in front of him chased after him like a ghost. Gap. 1 second was barely enough for Nook to perform a skill. But for Qin Fei, he can cut at least 9 swords. Swish, swish, swish. Qin Fei raised his hand and it was 9 swords. Minus 5,301. Minus 5,122. Minus 4,820. When, during the continuous slashing, a golden light suddenly burst out from Nook's body, and a pure gold rune shining like the sun condensed on his head. 0. The sword struck the golden light just now, but it didn't even do any damage. Qin Fei kept attacking with the sword in his hand. When the 9 cuts were completed. In fact, 4 of the knives were eaten by Wusheng. Nook's health dropped to less than 30%, and he looked extremely weak, but he could still move. Invincible. Qin Fei was thinking about whether this skill was invincible. Nook, who was seriously injured, reached out and took out a crosscoat of arms surrounded by golden light, holy light. Please bless me. Buzz buzz. Bursts of holy golden light fall from the sky. At the same time, green reply numbers appeared above Nook's head. Plus 1000. Plus 1000. Plus 1000. Knight of Light, can pump and breastfeed. Sometimes he can be completely invincible. Seeing that Nook's health is about to be filled up next time, Qin Fei found that the invincible golden light on the other party had disappeared. Invincible for 1 second, then you're not dead yet. Qin Fei raised the corner of his mouth and raised his hand to chop. It's the limit that Nook can take the time to use a skill in such a fast attack. Facing Qin Fei's attack again, he could only be used as a wooden stake. Minus 2,170. Minus 2,200. Minus 4,699 crit. Under the blessing, Nook's defense has been significantly improved. As a knight, his defense was already ridiculous. Qin Fei's attack was close to 20,000, and with a gem that ignored defense, he could only cut 5,000 of his health. If it were a normal physics profession, it would be considered good to be able to hit him with dozens of blood points. Nook now, the defense is as high as tens of thousands, and it can recover thousands of blood per second with the blessing. Most people would probably give up on the spot when they see this scene. Too meaty. There was absolutely no desire to fight. Your scalp is numb. But Qin Fei didn't care. A basic attack can drain you of tens of thousands of blood in 1 second. How many seconds can you last? Blood surged all over Nook's body, but he still used all his strength to hold the cross sword tightly. I saw sincerity in his eyes, as if he was ready to fight to the death. Good. You can still use skills, right? Qin Fei won't give him any chance to resist now. Since the skill can't be interrupted normally, let's do it. Escape without guilt. Qin Fei's attack was not to attack, but to leave. Instantly out of combat, all skills can be used. When Nuk saw this, he thought that the opponent's attack could not continue, and his face suddenly became overjoyed. But the next second, Qin Fei's figure disappeared into the sunlight. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Sneak. The skill that Nuk originally planned to use had to be interrupted. You must break the opponent's stealth before you can attack. Otherwise, you have no target. No matter how powerful your skills are, they can't hit anyone. Nuk immediately raised his hand and started chanting. Late. Qin Fei had no experience before, so how could he use his opponent's skills now? With his own speed, it would be impossible for him to release any skills without opening a distance of more than 100 meters. Ambush. Qin Fei came behind Nuk and stabbed him in the back with a knife. Minus 10,722 crit. At this moment, Nuk didn't even know that he was being attacked, nor did he know that most of his health bar had been stabbed away with a knife. Stealth damage increased. Ambush damage increased. Plus a critical hit. The damage is like this. If you can't break the defense, it's normal to hit 3.5 points. But once the defense is broken and the opponent's defense limit is exceeded, a casual critical attack can score thousands of points. Qin Fei's damage is inherently higher than Nuk's defense. He couldn't even block a flat slash. Not to mention skills. But, under the effect of ambush, Nuk cannot detect attacks and his skills will not be interrupted. The detection skill is about to appear. Qin Fei clenched the handle of the knife with both hands and shouted. Triple shadow strike. Whoosh. The three sword attacks condensed a cold light in the air. Minus 4,280. Minus 4,700. Minus 9,810 crit. Puff. Nuk looked up to the sky and spit out a mouthful of bright red, and his health bar was instantly cleared. Drip. You defeated the Master Knight. You have gained 35,080 experience points. Drip. You have upgraded. Boom. The exploding meteor on the other side had just exploded at this moment. Zivinus summoned the Holy Light Blessing and managed to survive the explosion. Although his whole body suffered numerous wounds from the explosion, his life was saved and he recovered quickly from the blessing. Jump slash. Qin Fei didn't stop at all, and fell in front of Zivinus in the next moment. Quote question mark exclamation mark quote. Apart from panic, there was only fear in Zivinus's eyes at this moment. There was no way to react at all. The light barrier can resist almost all long-range skills, but it will not prevent enemies from entering. One knife. Whoosh. Qin Fei cut off her head with ease. It's over. Dongfang Bailey didn't see Qin Fei leaving the stealth state until this moment. Far away, the master-level Holy Light Knight Nuk has fallen into a pool of blood. Really killed. That's the master. The highest level 100 existence. A single skill from the opponent can cause tens of thousands of damage in seconds. But in front of Fatian Emperor, he couldn't even hold on for a minute. Apart from his opening skills, he didn't even cause any damage to Fatian Emperor. Just as Dongfang Bailey was about to step forward to check, she heard a prompt in her ear. System notification. Dragon Kingdom player, Fatian Emperor, crosses the level challenge and successfully defeats the level 99 Holy Light Knight. Reward reputation x 10,000, reward gold coins x 1,000, reward skill scroll x 10, and reward rare treasure chest x 1. Dragon Kingdom player, Fatian Emperor, crosses the level challenge and successfully defeats the level 99 Holy Light Knight. Reward reputation x 10,000, reward gold coins x 1,000, reward skill scroll x 10, and reward rare treasure chest x 1. Dragon Kingdom player, Fatian Emperor, crosses the level challenge and successfully defeats the level 99 Holy Light Knight. Reward reputation x 10,000, reward gold coins x 1,000, reward skill scroll x 10, and reward rare treasure chest x 1. The players on the server were all confused. What the hell? Fatian Emperor is already fighting the level 99 boss. You read that right, are you sure it's not level 9? Hi-oh, I'm not even at level 9 now. Isn't that right? He is only level 15 or 16 now. How can he defeat the level 99 Holy Light Knight? Is there any holy knight who is invincible? Depend on. Even if you're not invincible, you still have defenses. How can you kill him? I know. He's so good at it, with just one click, the enemy is dead. Puff. What you said makes sense, and I can't even refute it. Sicily. Zivinas is removed from the game. Even in reality, she still wrapped herself tightly. Outside the door, big bosses from more than a dozen families came in after getting her permission. Failed. Zivinas nodded slightly. The Fatian Emperor's attributes are too exaggerated. With 20,000 points of power, even a master-level NPC cannot resist it. The remaining attributes should be close to 10,000. If you use a master-level skill, you won't be able to kill him in a second. But, if it is a master-level legal system, there may be a chance. Recalling the battle just now, the only useful information she could get was that Fatian Emperor's magic resistance was not high. If he had super damaging skills, there was still a slight chance of killing him. Negotiations have failed, and cooperation and control have become impossible. What's next? If he is allowed to develop, he will become our mortal enemy in both games and reality. The big guys were a little anxious. Haha. Zivinas smiled and said, "Don't worry, I will give him an offer he cannot refuse." Everyone looked at each other in shock when they heard this. Is it possible? There is currently no news about him from Pretty Country. There will be. No one can disappear completely. As long as he is still alive on this planet, he cannot disappear. Zivinas was not worried at all. In fact, whether she wins or loses this mission, she has already won. In reality, Fatian Emperor will face unlimited strangulation. In the game, it's the same. Beautiful country, Pentagon. Inform Evans. Don't go looking for him in the game for the time being. General Holder rubbed his brows helplessly. How did he develop so quickly in the game? On the second day after the server was launched, you successfully challenged a master-level NPC. Who will tell me? Where did he get the skills and combat experience to challenge a master NPC in a duel? There was silence. As a staff member who has participated in internal testing, they know it very well. Master NPCs are almost invincible in the early stages. First, the opponent is an NPC and will not let you attack with a numerical advantage. If you want to fight one-on-one, you can. However, the skills and combat experience possessed by the master-level NPC can be said to be impeccable. For example, this is like an amateur Go player vs the most powerful intelligent AI in the world. Is there any hope of winning? Unless the machine explodes on the spot, it will be a complete abuse. General, the only explanation is that Fatian Emperor's attributes exceed the limits of technological suppression. The staff continued. With his overwhelming attributes, he directly blasted the NPC, killing him instantly. He didn't let the NPC operate. He was killed by hard damage. Puff. Holder wanted to give him a bullet. Isn't it more uncomfortable to say this than the success of his technical challenge? After all, the higher the Fatian Emperor's attributes, the stronger his ability to bring reality. Contact me those useless allies. It's time for them to help. Riverside Villa. Zhang Tian stared bitterly at his son who looked indifferent. Look at the good things you've done. Let you play the game well, and you go off to provoke Fatian Emperor. Tisk. Zhang Sha pouted. Dad, believe me, that kid is definitely not some hidden boss. No. Zhang Tian slammed the information in his hand into his face. The 5 major banks in Dragon Kingdom have stopped all our loans, aren't we the big guys? Snort. Zhang Sha said disdainfully. If they don't borrow it, we will pay it back. Father, it doesn't matter that there is a Fatian Emperor in the Dragon Kingdom, but if this continues, we will be surrounded and suppressed by all countries sooner or later. Even if we don't offend the Fatian Emperor, we will be implicated by him and it will be difficult for us to develop. It's better to take advantage of this opportunity, clear out your assets and go to a beautiful country. I couldn't leave before. Now there is no limit to the gold coins in the game. You can buy unlimited gold coins. Once we withdraw, they won't even be able to get back. Hiss. Zhang Tian was originally very angry, but now that he thinks about it, it seems. Are you sure that game gold coins cannot be traced? Absolutely. Zhang Sha said excitedly. The gods are managed by AI. The major countries have no authority, and the gold coin exchange bank cannot check the account. Otherwise, Fatian Emperor would have been killed by foreign forces, right? Zhang Tian's eyes flashed fiercely. Since you are unkind, don't blame me for being unjust. I'll find someone to handle this matter. Don't enter the game recently. Don't keep anything you can get rid of. Gods. Qin Fei opened the announcement and was a little confused. There was no announcement for killing an expert assassin before, so the NPC is not considered a boss, right? Why is there an announcement this time? Call. Dongfang Bailey adjusted his emotions and explained. Master level NPC, 3rd level profession, complete skills, rich combat experience, super high combat AI, almost no mistakes in combat. Defeating the master NPC in a single challenge is basically impossible at the moment. Makes sense. Although the expert level is 50 or 60 years old and is stronger than the average adventurer, it is still an adventurer in training. Grandmaster. It's different. Within this profession, it has almost reached its limit. Once awakened, I'm afraid I can break through to the hero level. By the way, level 99 should be the unawakened state, right? Yes, once awakened, he will be a level 100 hero. Dongfang Bailey added. No one has awakened in the internal beta, and no one knows the tasks and conditions, so I know very little. Follow. Dongfang Bailey spoke again. Fatian Emperor, yesterday's transaction was too urgent. You don't need the additional conditions. Where is the money? 50 million. Qin Fei must ask for it. You can just trade with me directly for the money. Transactions in gods are completely free, and you have no right to view them in reality. The bound bank cards are also completely private. You don't have to worry about your bank card suddenly getting rich and being invited to drink tea directly. It really is. Dongfang Bailey could guess this, and of course the military also guessed it. But Fatian Emperor didn't use the boundary stone, so naturally they didn't dare to use this little cash. Drop. Qin Fei felt much relieved when he saw the 50 million in his account. Hee. A sudden burst of wealth. 50 million. Should I buy a Porsche first to make do with it, or should I buy a Xiaomi Su7 just to save my face? Why not buy Bailey's villa directly? The location of that villa isn't that good either. 50 million should be enough, but I don't know if she can sell it. Elder brother. Shengguan Yao shouted happily. Master exploded the equipment. Oh, Qin Fei didn't even explode when he killed Zivinas just now, and he didn't even explode when he killed the assassin that day. Shengguan Yao didn't dislike the corpse at all now, and skillfully took out 2 pieces of equipment with her little hands. Give. Nook's Cross Sword of Holy Light. Grade. Rare. Requirements. Level 60. Attack power. 352. Armor break. 200. Strength. 30. Constitution. 30. This sword is baptized by the Holy Light, and the power of light attribute skills increases by 30%. Nook's Cross of Holy Light. Grade. Rare. Requirements. Level 60. HP increased by 10%. Increase physical fitness by 10%. Defense increased by 10%. This necklace is baptized by the Holy Light, and the blessing effect of light is increased by 30%. Everything is good, but the level requirement is too high. Qin Fei felt a little regretful. Dongfang Bailey couldn't help but secretly gasped when he heard this. Do not make jokes. An NPC that is close to level 100 is equipped with so many good things, but in the end, it is still a waste. In comparison, you are more perverted. The other side. Qin Fei is checking the system rewards. Skill scroll. After use, all the experience gained by the player will be injected into the scroll, and a maximum of 1 million experience points can be accumulated. After the scroll experience is saved, it can be used to upgrade skill levels. 10 experience points are exchanged for 1 skill proficiency point. Good. Qin Fei had never considered upgrading his skills before. Just rely on your attributes and skills to use them, it doesn't matter whether you have a level or not. But after today's battle, it can be discovered. Basic attacks are always useful. But when you need to explode, your skills are still stronger. Especially stealth. This key skill must be improved. As long as the stealth is not broken, whether the opponent is an NPC or a boss, he can handle it with ease. If stealth hadn't been broken at the beginning today. As for Nook, a wooden pile of pure flesh, if he can survive for 5 seconds, he has let himself go. Now that I have the experience scroll, I don't need to boringly practice my proficiency every day. It's perfect. Use directly. Qin Fei was thinking about the difficulty of the next task. Attributes can be improved elsewhere, but skills require experience. Before arriving at the Azite defense line, I wonder if the proficiency level of stealth can be broken through to the next level. Etc. Qin Fei thought of something and turned to look at Bai Li. After the skill level is advanced to the limit, can it be changed from low to medium? You can use experience to break through once. Dongfang Bai Li replied. But when you break through for the second time, you need to go to your mentor to complete the breakthrough mission. Once. That is to advance from high level to powerful level. That is to say, as long as you are not from the Holy Light system, you must at least have legendary skills to break your stealth. The foundation of stealth is high level, and it is very cost-effective to upgrade it once. The remaining reward is a rare treasure chest. If you are short of money, you will really sell this treasure box to the little rich woman. Now I have 50 million in my hand, which makes no sense. Take a gamble. As soon as Qin Fei took out the rare treasure box, Yaoer's little head immediately came over. Look at her expectant look. It was obvious that preparations were already underway when he saw the treasure chest from the announcement. Brother, Shangguan Yao blinked, tugged on Qin Fei's sleeves aggrievedly and said. You are already so strong. One more piece of equipment will only make you a little stronger at most. But Yaoer can't do it. You guys were fighting just now, and Yaoer didn't help at all. Dongfang Bai Li was speechless. Yaoer, your skills are much easier to use than mine. There was nothing I could do about it just now. The light barrier was too disgusting and completely restrained the long-range profession. Qin Fei is really no match for those pitiful Kazilan big eyes. I'll open the box for you. If it can't be used, give it to me. Yeah, I like my brother the most. Shangguan Yao had no resistance to opening the jar. She got the box and rubbed her little hands excitedly. The sky is full of spirit, the earth is full of spirit, the god of wealth appears, open. Suddenly, a flash of disillusioned orchid brilliance appeared in front of several people. Follow closely. Just a few slight nays. Live. Qin Fei looked a little surprised. Shangguan Yao was holding a small and exquisite four-hoofed creature in her hands. Like a horse, Yulin's body is almost transparent, and there are two sharp corners on her head. Its limbs, hooves and horns are burning with ice-blue flames. Mount, pet. Qin Fei was a little confused. Can this thing be opened from a box? Brother, where is the mount? Shangguan Yao handed the little guy over. Cold Flame Night Beast. Grade. Rare. Requirements. Level 10. You can fight while riding. Adds 100 points of frost elemental damage when riding. Adds 100 points of fire elemental damage when riding. Frost and fire resistance increased by 20% while riding. Movement speed. 100%. Maximum number of riders. 2. Is this the hand of the European Emperor? Qin Fei was convinced. Rare treasure chests. Open rare pets directly, and they have attributes. Yaoer's hands are really red. So red. But to say that I regret it is not enough. Qin Fei was now more or less a wealthy person, so he immediately returned Han Yan to her. Brother, don't you want it? Shangguan Yao looked at Han Yan with surprised eyes. It was impossible to say that she didn't want it, but she still refused. A rare mount, not many people got it during the closed beta. My brother needs it more than Yaoer. I told you to take it if you can use it. Do you want me to break my promise? Qin Fei joked. Shangguan Yao was obviously shaken, but. Stop being fussy, just give me a pet back next time you get it. Qin Fei didn't plan to say anything more. Then Yaoer and brother can use it together. Shangguan Yao released his mount. Suddenly, a cold breath spread in front of several people. After landing, Han Yan's aura was much stronger than before. Haplotype. It's 3 points more majestic than Blue Star's biggest Sharma. The cold flames under your feet hit the ground and soon burned out a hoof print. Yulin's body shines through the light, and although the mane does not burn with cold flames, its smoothness is even more exaggerated than the Head and Shoulders advertisement. If it were night, the visual effect of this cold flame would be even more exaggerated. I'm jealous. Dongfang Bai Li has never been jealous of anything since she was a child. This time, she was really jealous. She used to like war horses in the army, but no matter how powerful the war horses are in reality, they can't compare to the magical world. HMPH, don't give it, don't give it. Shangguan Yao hugged Han Yan's neck hard and said nervously, I won't give it to anyone except my brother. Hey, my sister really loves you in vain. Dongfang Bailey sighed exaggeratedly and joked. Shangguan Yao was about to retort when he saw Han Yan let out a warning cry. Who? Qin Fei turned around and saw a fiery red figure speeding down the road. Not even 2 breaths. The fiery red rushed in front of several people. Repeatedly, Reina controlled the war horse and glanced at the people with solemn eyes. Where are the people from the Holy See? Legion Deputy Commander, Reina. Qin Fei frowned and said, didn't you say that you can't leave the Legion? When Reina heard this, her eyebrows tightened. The incident happened suddenly. 2 members of the Holy See came to support the Defense Line's mission, especially the Holy Light Knight. Although I have never seen it, I am sure that he has hidden his strength. Besides, why don't you take the mission route specially arranged for you? I can ride faster than you. Even if the people in the Holy See have problems, they can still. As she spoke, Reina inadvertently caught a glimpse of the corpse in a pool of blood in the distance. That's the Knight of Light. Qin Fei spread his hands. I can only say that he did it first. Killed? How is that possible? Reina looked in disbelief and said in shock. If I remember correctly, your main profession is a thief, and your core skill of stealth is completely restrained by the Holy Light. Bai Li and the others are long range and are also restrained by the light barrier. The master level is a bit difficult to beat. Qin Fei said casually. What? Nook is the master. Reina felt like she was hallucinating. Can you beat the master? And the master who restrains you professionally? If not, Qin Fei raised his eyebrows. If I didn't win, my body would be cold by now. Reina bit her lip lightly and insisted. That's because you didn't follow the route I arranged. Qin Fei really didn't like her. Yes, they also strongly requested to take the mission route before they died, but I refused. This. Reina was speechless for a moment. She only thought that if the other party had evil intentions, she could help him on the planned route. But what I didn't expect was that the other party also knew the route and would also ambush on the planned route. Master Nook. She might be able to compete with her strength, but if other ambush were included, she herself might die there. He is worthy of being chosen by the wise. Reina was amazed, but still a little confused. But you only have a junior team, why do you let the other party send master-level targets? Dongfang Bailey's body trembled violently, and she realized, the expert assassin who attacked us last night is most likely from the Holy See. What? There was a sneak attack last night? Lena acted even more shocked than them. After understanding the process, Reina couldn't help but let out a long sigh. Even a team of expert assassins can't kill you. It takes a master's action. Holy See. This should be one of the strongest forces in the Empire, right? Even a Siot is afraid. Even the Bone Demon doesn't want to provoke him. Qin Fei had to confirm again. How did you confirm that there was something wrong with the people in the Holy See? There was a grudge. Reina actually nodded directly. During her tenure as an administrator, the only person she ever offended was the Holy See. Not to mention, my transfer order was brought by Bishop Mullen. Now that I think about it, I should have refused the transfer order in the first place. Dongfang Bailey didn't pay attention at first, but now he was surprised when he heard it. The power of the Holy See is so great. I remember that the Empire is not a system that combines politics and religion. The transfer order was issued by the minister. There seems to be no problem, but it should not have been announced by Bishop Mullen. Reina shook her head slightly and sighed. Over the years, the Holy See has become stronger and stronger. And there are many conflicts between the great nobles in the Empire and the Holy See. The situation here is too complicated and I can't explain it clearly. Qin Fei didn't have much interest in this. Regardless of whether the two sides had conflicts before, they are now confirmed enemies. The good news is, if that woman Zivinas didn't have a mission background, she wouldn't be able to mobilize master-level combat power. The bad news is, Zivinas may be able to mobilize more Holy See combat power against him in the future. The mission can no longer be concealed. We must reach the Aztec defense line as soon as possible. Dongfang Bailey concluded. If we can find Orana, with her identity and status, we won't be banned by the Holy See in the Empire. Otherwise, we really have to consider developing in other countries. Qin Fei chuckled and said, "We are not from Shaman University. It's okay for that woman Zivinaz to brag, but if we really want to ban her, does she have that ability? If the Holy See could really be so unscrupulous, why bother with Orana? As for Reina, she should have been killed 800 years ago." When Reina heard this, her face was filled with question marks. "Well, am I so easy to kill?" Ahem. Reina cleared her throat. "Go to the defense line and find the lady first before the business begins. Here, this is the Phoenix family's war horse. It's just enough with your night walker. I can just use the scroll to go back." Originally, she planned to have the team secretly go to the defense line to investigate. But now the enemy seems to know everything, what else can he hide? But she couldn't just leave. As long as she is still in the Legion, she can control part of the Legion's power, so no matter what the other party does, she will have some scruples. Holding on to the Legion is the last mission assigned by the young lady. She must persist. Drop. You have obtained a mount, Flame War Horse. Fire Horse. Level. Magic. Requirements. Level 10. You can fight while riding. Fire damage increased by 10% while riding. Fire resistance increased by 10% while riding. Movement speed. 80%. Maximum number of riders. 1. The magic mount is definitely worse than Han Yan, but it's not bad. After all, it's free. After Qin Fei waited for Lena to return to the city, he put his horse away with his backhand. "Eat and rest. The train will depart in 30 minutes. After Dongfang Bailey nodded in agreement, he suddenly sighed. "Now I finally know why the game warehouse has to sell for 30 million. The timeline of the gods really waits for no one." Puff. 30 million game warehouse. Robbery. Qin Fei was just about to curse, but then he thought again. If the task is really urgent, then dozens of minutes of mealtime can be saved, but how to solve the other problems? And, compared to lying on the bed without any protection, after having a game room, there is some protection and reaction time, right? Purchase. Buy now. After Qin Fei went offline, he directly transferred 35 million to Lin Shiqi. It's a bit too eye-catching to buy something like this yourself. If you buy it as a squad leader, there should be no problem. The 30 million game warehouse, you can use it, but what are you going to do with the remaining 5 million? Lin Shiqi immediately replied after seeing the transfer. "Pack it up for you." Qin Fei smiled. "You have bought 30 million yuan worth of games, so you can't live too simply, right?" "That's right. When you have free time in the evening, remember to buy some clothes and buy a luxury car. As for going to work, just treat yourself as a wealthy daughter and come out to experience life. Remember, this is part of the plan." Lin Shiqi wanted to refute, but when she heard this, she was speechless on the spot. Back to the game. No, Yaoer wants to go with brother." Shengguan Yao pushed Bai Li out without hesitation. To this, Dongfang Bai Li could only secretly regret, this sister is really wasted. Seeing Shengguan Yao looking like she wouldn't give up until she reached her goal, Qin Fei didn't want to waste time and immediately carried her to Hanyan, leaving Bai Li to use the Flame War Horse alone. Hee. After Shengguan Yao got on the horse, he hugged Qin Fei tightly with both hands. His pretty face clearly showed that the villain had succeeded. The next second, Shengguan Yao began to frown and twist his head vigorously. "Brother, the armor is so hard, why don't you change it?" The leather armor she wore was too soft. And Qin Fei's plate armor is all steel plates. As soon as she pressed it against it, it was colder than the ground. Let alone a luxury car, its texture was not even as good as a rocking car. "Tisk, don't move." Qin Fei drank in a low voice. "No, I have to do it." With Shengguan Yao's eldest lady's temper, once she becomes willful, even 9 cows can't stop her. Finally, Qin Fei still couldn't withstand the coquettish offensive of the elf clan's eldest lady. All the Legion plate armor was thrown into the bag. This is how comfortable it is. Shengguan Yao immediately rubbed his cheek happily. "You sure?" Qin Fei thought to himself. "Your own texture is really invincible, right?" "Can only say. The level of the elves is as high as ever. Smooth as green, delicate as water. It's slightly cool when you try it the first time, then it's warm when you try it again." Originally, he thought that Lin Shiqi's quality was already unrivaled in the world. Unexpectedly, there are still experts. It's like a ball of breathing warm water that can completely wrap you up. But this should be a special feature of the game, right? In reality, I'm afraid it's hard to find someone with better texture than Lin Shichi. Shelf. Qin Fei reined in the reins and urged Han Yan to speed up. The next moment, the cold flame ejected like a super sports car. So fast, even surpassing Qin Fei himself. What's the situation? Qin Fei himself was shocked by the speed. Brother, the base speed of mounts is different from that of players. Yaoer explained in her arms. After calculation, the speed of ordinary mounts is about the same as that of ordinary horses in reality, about 40 kilometers. The quality of the mount is all classified according to the basic speed. Ordinary mount, 10 meters per second. Excellent mount, 15 meters per second. Magic mount, 20 meters per second. Rare mount, 25 meters per second. As a rare mount, Hanyan's base speed is 25 meters per second, and with a 100% movement speed bonus, it is 50 meters per second. Qin Fei's current speed is 35 meters per second. I see. If the player relies solely on 2 legs, it will be difficult to catch up with the speed of the mount. Qin Fei's own agility attribute is so explosive that he is barely faster than the magic mount. Certainly, if you have acceleration skills and explode with all your strength, you will definitely be faster than Han Yan. Wait, where's Bai Li? As soon as Qin Fei turned around, Bai Li was thrown to someone who didn't know where he was. The difference between magic mounts and rare mounts may not seem big, but the real speed difference can be dozens of kilometers per hour. Qin Fei deliberately slowed down a little, and then he saw Dongfang Bai Li chasing after him. After the two synchronized their speeds, running all the way. Before dark, Qin Fei and his party finally arrived at the Azite defense line. In front of you, a majestic pass lies between 2 peaks. A towering city wall rises from the mountainside. Like a giant axe, it splits the middle of the mountain. In order to resist the demons, is it necessary to build this kind of defense line? Qin Fei couldn't help but sigh. In arms, Shangguan Yao followed. Actually, this is not a defense line, it is just the gateway to the Azte defense line. Question mark question mark question mark. Qin Fei showed a surprised look. Isn't this a line of defense? No, Shangguan Yao continued. After exiting the customs, there is the Azite plain. The Empire has built 3 lines of defense on the plain to resist the invasion of the demons. If it were just a separate pass, once the demon army rushed up, it would probably only take a few rounds of magic to crush it. Listen to what she said in detail. Qin Fei probably knew the strength of the demon clan. Demons generally have blue-purple skin and have almost the same appearance as humans. They can also speak human language, but they are not humans or beasts. Demons have no emotions. They are almost born for fighting and magic. Demon warriors have strong bloodlines. Magic mages possess extremely high intelligence. At the same time, all demons are loyal to the Demon Emperor and can die for the Demon Emperor at any time. Within the demon clan, the strong are completely respected. The weak have no dignity among them. Strict class divisions. Low-level demons must obey the orders of high-level demons 100%. Even if it means death. The question is, how does the Empire defend such a powerful demon clan? As soon as Qin Fei finished speaking, he shook his head and said, "Wrong. What should be asked is, how did the Empire suppress the demons before?" Judging from the information obtained from Asiat, in the past struggles between the demons and the Empire, they should have been on the suppressed side. I don't know. Anyway, the Empire can only barely defend now. I came to Dongfang Bai Li during the internal beta test, so I know very well. There were countless battles every day along the Azte line. Legions, adventure groups, and professionals from various associations are fighting against the demons every day. This is what the defense does every day. However, during the internal testing, the demons did not mobilize on a large scale, and the two sides did not engage in large-scale army operations. They were all small-scale defense line battles. While talking, Qin Fei and others arrived at the pass. Hundreds of Legion guards are heavily guarded, and even inside the pass, they must be checked at all levels. But Qin Fei had Lena's mission and successfully passed the level without even paying gold coins. Inside the pass, most of the area is occupied by legions. Certainly, There are also a large number of hotels prepared for the association and adventurer teams to rest. At the same time, except for the main roads in and out where commerce is prohibited, the remaining streets have shops. Adventurers, association members, legion members, etc. Anyone who comes to the defense line can buy supplies here or set up stalls on the street to trade. Due to the high rewards of legion missions and the capture of demons in battle, a large number of adventurers were attracted. Although the street is small, its prosperity now seems to be no less than that of St. Carl's. Especially the number of adventurer items traded may be much higher. Should we also resupply here? Qin Fei prepared nothing, not even a bottle of medicine in his bag. Dongfang Baili thought for a moment and said, then go to the military supply office. We have the reputation to exchange for some potions. No, Qin Fei directly took a few people to choose a pharmacy store. Magic potion, magic, x 100 bottles. Restores 80 magic points every second for 10 seconds. These should be enough to fill up the mana, right? Qin Fei continued shopping. Life potion, magic, x 100 bottles. Restores 200 health points every second for 8 seconds. Instant recovery potion, magic, x 100 bottles. Directly restore 500 health points, cool down for 3 seconds. How much is the total? Sheng Wei, a total of 830 gold coins. The boss said happily, rubbing his hands. How many? Gold. Qin Fei's face turned dark when he heard this. Are you sure it's not a silver coin? How is that possible? The boss's face also darkened. This is a magic potion, and it also has instant rejuvenation. If it's too expensive, just buy the ordinary one. It's really. Dongfang Baili lifted up Qin Fei's sleeve in embarrassment. Azti's tax rate is very high, and so are the prices and consumption. Of course, the instant healing potion is already expensive, and these things cost 500 gold coins in the city. Quote. Depend on. Who the hell can afford this? A single supply of medicine is worth about 1 million. Qin Fei cursed in his heart, but still paid. Hey, thank you for your patronage. I'll give you a discount next time, 20% off. The boss skillfully put the gold coin into his pocket. Next time, that means no. Qin Fei didn't come here for the discount. Boss, do you know what's going on outside the defense line? Whatever happens, it's just a fight anyway. The boss said with a sinister smile. But looking at how generous everyone is in buying potions recently, the demons may really start to attack. Ding. Dongfang Baili was shocked. The server has just started and we are about to encounter a large-scale legion battle. In such an intense high-level battlefield, it would be a miracle for a novice to survive. Do you still want to find someone? Dreaming. Qin Fei nodded as if nothing had happened. He spent so many gold coins just to find out the news. He immediately smiled and said, it's better to make money by fighting. What does the leader say? We should be ready here, right? Which group leader are you asking? The boss didn't hear clearly. Dongfang Baili then explained in Qin Fei's ear, there are 2 legions on the defense line, one is the St. Carl's garrison and the other is the Azte Legion. We are from Kars, so of course we are asking the head of the garrison. Qin Fei then said. St. Carl's. The boss's smile seemed a little playful. I advise you not to say that you are from the garrison, as you will be easily beaten. Why? Qin Fei was slightly surprised. Of course it's because of your coward captain. Seeing that the war between the demons is approaching, it's better for her to sneak away alone. The boss spat angrily. I bother. The Phoenix family is so embarrassing. What did you say? The captain defected. Dongfang Baili's tone suddenly became a little excited. But Qin Fei was unusually calm, pressed her down, and explained with a smile. Sorry, we are actually an adventure group and have nothing to do with the garrison. It has nothing to do with my business anyway. The boss was busy arranging the potions in the shop. By the way, has the Empire issued a reward for traders? Qin Fei said with a smile. If we encounter one, we might still be able to make a fortune. Reward. The boss shook his head. She ran away this morning. The reward shouldn't be down yet, right? Good. Qin Fei thanked him and took the 2 of them out of the store. Sorry, I was a little excited just now. Dongfang Baili lowered his head and frowned. The other party obviously knew that we were coming, so they simply announced that Olawana had defected, and there was no proof. This mission will most likely fail. Qin Fei couldn't help but laugh out loud. If you fail, you will fail. What does it have to do with us? Ah, the two women looked incomprehensible at the same time. Qin Fei said calmly, you do missions to get rewards for upgrading, right? Yes, Dongfang Baili affirmed. In terms of rewards, we've almost got enough. There's nothing we can do if we can't get the rare equipment later. Qin Fei followed. In terms of experience, Legion War definitely gives you more, so why waste time looking for someone? At first glance, the two women nodded repeatedly. But think about it carefully. That's not right, brother, Sheng Huanyao said softly. We have offended the Holy See. If we don't have Olawan's support, what will we do in the future? Dongfang Baili added. Moreover, if the hidden mission fails and is interrupted, it may be difficult to receive such a high reward mission again in the future. Definitely. It's a pity, but there is no other way. Qin Fei then asked. I don't know much about strategy. Let's assume that Orana is dead. What is the intention of the Holy See? Of course it's revenge. Sheng Huanyao nodded very firmly. They have conflicts to begin with, so it is easiest to kill them. No one in Saint Carl's will dare to resist the Holy See in the future, right? Dongfang Baili fell into deep thought and did not refute. Because this is a visible benefit to the Holy See, and it is also the only beneficiary after Orana's death. Okay, then how can we prevent the Holy See from becoming the winner? Qin Fei didn't wait for their answer and continued. Judging from the previous sealing mission, if the bone demon can be completely killed, it can definitely be completed, and it does not necessarily require sealing. So, as long as we can prevent the Holy See from achieving its goal, then this mission can be completed, and we don't even need to hand it over to Reina. We can get rewards in the Empire or the Phoenix family. Dongfang Baili's delicate body trembled, and a strange brilliance flashed in her eyes. If we can prevent the Holy See from taking complete control, the mission can be completed, and maybe there will be an excess reward. But, Dongfang Baili turned his eyes and became even more confused. But to prevent the Holy See from completely controlling Street Carl's, the difficulty is probably no less than killing the bone demon directly before. For example, administrative officer, Legion commander, we must get at least one of these two positions. Of course there are more direct ones, such as directly destroying the Holy See of St. Carl's. No matter which one here, it seems impossible to complete it. No. Too crazy. Dongfang Baili shook her head in fear. The Holy See cannot be destroyed by players. According to legend, the Holy See summoned a miracle of light that descended directly on the entire continent of Apahia. Now Qin Fei couldn't stand it anymore. Are you serious? God. Yes. Dongfang Baili didn't seem to be joking at all. Hiss. Qin Fei understood where the error was. Gods, it should be a normal thing to have gods. It's just that I never considered that gods would appear in the game in such a direct way. No matter what, let's fight first and then talk. Qin Fei was not sure whether the excessive task requirements could be completed, but he was sure that finding Orana would not be his first choice. No matter what the Holy See wants to do, it is currently unprepared. If everything is ready, there was no need for them to carry out a sneak attack on the night they learned that we had accepted the mission, and there was no need to pursue us after they had already ruined Orana. Well, Dongfang Baili's eyes flickered, and he seemed to understand. You mean, they are already in a hurry? Beep. The dull sound of the horn suddenly sounded, directly interrupting the conversation of several people. The demons have begun to attack. Now, Qin Fei and Bai Li looked at each other and confirmed. The enemy is really anxious. Since they are eager to attack, all we have to do is stop them. Qin Fei's strategy is simple. Whoever makes me unhappy, I will make anyone unhappy. No matter what the enemy wants to do, just stop him. Walk. Qin Fei pulled Yaoer onto his horse and rushed directly to the outside of the pass. At the same time, the legionnaires in the pass also quickly organized themselves into formation. This is the call of war. All hands on deck. But for adventurers who do daily activities on the street, they are more surprised and panicked. The demons haven't launched a large-scale war for more than 10 years, so why did they suddenly start a war today? I just joined the adventure group, can I not go to the battlefield? Poor little guy. When the war horn sounds, everyone must join the war, otherwise they will be deserters. You don't want to be like Orana and become the sinner of the family, right? Ah, I want to go home. It was obvious that no one was prepared for this war. Beep. The second war horn sounded. The legionnaires have been fully equipped and set off in formation. Qin Fei and others had their mounts to speed up and had already arrived outside earlier. The rugged battlefield has no end in sight. Among three gravel defense lines reinforced with earth magic looked like three giant dragons lying on the plain. Farthest, those tower-like existences are the fortresses of the demons. They are slightly more than 10 meters taller than the Imperial defense line. They are extremely numerous and stand on the ground in geometric arrays. The Imperial soldiers in the defense line are still shrinking rapidly at this moment. In daily combat, soldiers need to stand out from the defense line, capture the demon fortress, and compete for the initiative in the defense line. Now the war officially begins. All soldiers must return to the defense line and hold on. Qin Fei performed the support mission and successfully boarded the third line of defense. Until now, only then did he see the dark area in the demon camp in the distance. It was not the earth, but the demon army ready to go. Like a statue, from a distance, the demon army looked like a whole, without even a trace of shaking or disorder. This shows the strict military discipline of the demon clan. Such a large army is now gaining momentum. Just give an order. They will launch the most violent offensive against the Aztec defense line. Hiss. Anyone who sees the terrifying demon army can't help but take a breath. Look at the defense line. The Imperial Legion soldiers here rushed forward in 2s and 3s, and some could not even find where their own team was. Dongfang Baili's face looked a little heavy. For this battle, the demons have prepared 4 legions. There are only 2 legions in the Empire, and the commander of one of them. Beep. A loud horn sounded throughout the entire defense line in an instant. But the horn did not come from the Aztec pass behind, but from the demon army on the opposite side. Boom. 4 demon legions launched at the same time. Start the war. Qin Fei hugged Yaoer tightly in front of him and shouted at Bai Li, "Go forward, if you stay here, you will only get beaten." Boom. Countless fireballs soared into the sky from the demon army. The diameter of each fireball exceeds 5 meters, and they burn violently, causing them to draw gray trails in the sky. Countless fireballs marched side by side in the sky, as if the curtain of the entire sky had been opened. The burning aura of doom. Everyone in the compressed battlefield was breathless. Whether you agree or not, war already started. Fatian Emperor, is this really a war we need to participate in? Dongfang Baili felt an inexplicable sense of unreality, as if he shouldn't be here. Family. It's only the second day after the game launches, how does it feel to rush directly to the racial battlefield? That's outrageous. As far as the current player level is concerned, even the highest Fatian Emperor should do tasks around the city to gain experience and kill monsters. Things like war have nothing to do with novices. Although the title after the first turn is elite. But that's a title for level 30 adventurers, it doesn't mean you can become an elite after changing jobs. Very good, this is called a hidden mission. Qin Fei joked. If it's a task that anyone can do, then what's the point of hiding it? At most, it's a privileged task, just for you to do alone. Question mark question mark question mark. Dongfang Baili's forehead showed 3 black lines, and he secretly said, "Good, your logic is really great." Shangguan Yao had never seen such a grand scene during the internal beta test. At this moment, he shouted excitedly, "Come on. For the Empire. Be good, don't make trouble." Qin Fei held down the excited Yaoer. We now have 2 options. Gather experience on the spot, and then decide whether to find Orana based on subsequent changes. The other is to cross the demon army and go to the wild forest. I still have a mission there. If the war period passes, it might be easier. The 3 of them relied on the speed of their mounts to gallop quickly between the 2 lines of defense. The rain of fire will never fall on this place. What the demons want is to defeat the defense line, so how can they waste magic in the open space? So a few of them don't have to worry about being instantly killed by Legion-level magic. And there is. Qin Fei didn't know much about the strength of the demons, so he had to ask Bai Li to decide. Quote. Dongfang Baili seemed to have been struck by a silent spell on his face. Elder brother, both of your plans are outrageous. How do you want me to answer? Dongfang Baili thought about it and could only tell everything she knew. The demons advocate force, and internal elimination is very cruel. Any demon soldier who can join the Legion must be at least level 30, but there is no need to turn 2. The captain of the demon clan must be a combat expert at level 60 for the second time. Due to his excellent talent, he is generally stronger than the human race experts. The leader of the demon clan must be at least a level 90 master. The leader of the demon clan or the commander of the army are all peak masters at the first level. It is very possible to complete the awakening and be promoted to a hero. Having said this, Qin Fei probably knew it in his heart. It's okay. As long as you don't consume Legion level magic, it won't be a big problem. Puff. Good. Dongfang Bailey glanced at the fireball waterfall that cut through the sky. For Legion level operations, it is difficult to replenish potions, otherwise the price of instant potions would not be more than 10 times that of ordinary potions. That's it. A large number of players still died on the battlefield during the closed beta. The biggest cause of death is instant kill. Either the ultimate magic attack kills instantly, or the siege kills instantly. Oops. Dongfang Bailey suddenly paused and exclaimed, the death mechanism on the battlefield is different from other places. If someone dies in a daily battle, it will take a day to be resurrected. If it is a large-scale battle, have no idea. During the closed beta, the players on the Dragon Kingdom side had never experienced a war at the level of a large army. Then you should be careful. Qin Fei didn't panic. Their health points were too low. If they were hit by any magic or arrow, they would be instantly killed. 7 days. Dongfang Bailey looked at the bracelet, and her body went cold for a moment. The military received news that the war-level death penalty may be 3 times the level drop and a 7-day ban on logging in. Can't go online for 7 days after death. Now even Qin Fei feels that this punishment is a bit excessive. If you are not online for an hour, you will only lose level points. Based on your own experience earning speed, it can be said to have no impact at all. If nothing happens for a day, just take a rest. But 7 days. Hiss. Too long. The God server has only been open for 2 days in total, and you will not be able to go online for 7 days. Isn't that just watching others surpass you and being unable to do anything but stare? Come with me. Qin Fei turned the reins in his hand, and Han Yan immediately turned around and rushed towards the east. After Dongfang Bailey turned his horse to follow him, he couldn't help but wonder. That's the direction of the Death Swamp. The Empire uses the Azite defense line as its central axis and confronts the demons from the north to the south. Going east from the defense line and crossing the plain is the Death Swamp. To the west, there is a vast desert. If it weren't for such a special terrain, the Empire and the demons wouldn't have been at odds with each other for many years, with no one able to defeat the other. We are not going to the Death Swamp. Dongfang Bailey was really frightened. The 8 dead areas are naturally forbidden spaces, and teleportation scrolls cannot be used. Certainly, it cannot be used on the battlefield. It is a space shielding formation set up by both sides of the war. Good. Qin Feigang wanted to say, if it really doesn't work, we can still teleport away. Don't think about it now. Just rest assured and gain experience. The 2 of you riding Hanyan will be responsible for backing up later, and leave the rest to me. Boom. The fireball in the sky was about to land, and finally hit the magic barrier cast by the Imperial Mage. Earth-shaking explosions sounded one after another above the battlefield. Okay. Before Shangguan Yao finished cheering, he heard a click and the magic barrier collapsed. Follow closely. Rows of giant fireballs accurately hit the 3 lines of defense. Boom. Continuous explosions made the ground tremble. Hundreds of shock waves mixed together, roaring like a sky-shattering roar, almost overturning the entire earth. Why did the Legion-level magic barrier break so easily? Aren't you prepared at all? Dongfang Bailey really didn't know. He knew about the demon clan's mobilization a month ago, but how could he still be unprepared after so many days? Ha! Qin Fei chuckled. You don't think that Olawana is the only one with problems in the Legion, do you? Is there something wrong with the Aztec Legion too? Dongfang Bailey really doesn't understand. Is the Holy See crazy? Why? Qin Fei didn't reply. He rushed off his mount alone and picked up Bai Li from the flaming horse. Well, Dongfang Bailey leaned in Qin Fei's arms, unable to move as if struck by lightning, and his mind went blank, completely shut down. Just 1 second. Qin Fei threw her on Han Yan's back. Put away the flame war horse and rush eastward at full speed, at least out of the demon clan's frontal attack range. Shangguan Yao suddenly asked anxiously, "Brother, where are you? I can keep up." After Qin Fei finished speaking, he immediately started fighting with enthusiasm and blood rage. There is no need to sneak and accelerate, and you can completely keep up with the speed of Han Yan. Ha, got it. After all, Dongfang Bailey had been in the army, and he could think of Fatian Emperor's plan after calming down a little. If they attack the demon army head-on, there will definitely be no way for them to survive. But if they rush to the outside of the battlefield, they will not attract the attention of the demon army. At that time, Fatian Emperor will be stationed in the front, and Xian Yaoer will be the long-range output to fill in the rear. Although they can't fight against the demon army, they will definitely have the strength to engage in guerrilla tactics with the opponent. Based on her background, if she couldn't even master the most basic guerrilla tactics, it would be a shame to be thrown into her grandma's house. Boom! Countless fireballs once again shot up in the demon army. At the same time, countless demon warriors charged towards the defense line under the illumination of fireballs. Plains of Aztec. There is a distance of at least 5 miles between each line of defense. Due to the recent frequent mobilization of the demon army and various chaos in the Legion, the first line of defense was actually in a semi-abandoned state before the war started. Now there are 4 legions of demons and hundreds of thousands of warriors charging at the same time. The first line of defense is even more like paper. In just a few breaths, the defense line was torn to pieces by the demon warriors. Qin Fei didn't care about the situation over there. While drinking medicine to replenish his health, he led Han Yan in a mad dash. Soon, the vanguard of the Demon Legion has already reached the second line of defense. Boom! The black overwhelming demon warriors were like locusts, rushing to the defense line regardless of any damage or obstruction. The Imperial soldiers were not without attacks, but the disparity in numbers and previous magical suppression made it impossible for them to form an effective defensive formation in a short period of time. This time, the tactics of the demon army may be just one word. Quick! Dongfang Bailey suddenly thought of something, and his pupils instantly dilated. Blitzkrieg. The demons may want to take down the entire Azite defense line today, and then march non-stop towards Street Carl's. Fly. Where are the people? Just when Dongfang Bailey wanted to discuss tactics, Fatian Emperor, who was still aside just now, disappeared in the blink of an eye. Look up again. A demon warrior who had just crossed the defense line and had not yet landed was split into 2 pieces in the air, and hot purple blood spilled to the ground. Minus 43,200 crit. The blood bar of the demon warrior only flashed for a moment when the damage burst out, and then disappeared instantly. Question mark question mark question mark. 40,000. Empty link. Critical hit. Instant kill. Dongfang Bailey stared blankly at the corpse in front of him. She was still thinking about tactics. The Fatian Emperor has already started killing. And it's an instant kill. Drop. Your team defeated the demon warriors. You have gained 600 experience points. Battlefield experience increases. You gain an additional 600 experience points. 100% experience increase. Dongfang Bailey was stunned again. When she was doing tasks on the defensive line before, her experience increase was only 30%, but now it has increased several times. The experience is really good. In the team channel, Qin Fei couldn't help but praise. The battlefield is indeed used to gain experience. Dongfang Bailey was completely speechless. Fatian Emperor, I'm afraid no one can gain this experience except you, right? No. Dongfang Bailey cheered up, and a faint starlight gathered in his palm. Yaoer, you can't see far away, so don't attack the target at will. We are supporting, so we only need to keep an eye on the demon mage who threatens Fatian Emperor. Understood. Shangguan Yao drew the war bow, and various elemental magics gathered on the arrows. The whole person looked radiant under the illumination of the elements. This time, let me protect the best brother. The words were not spoken yet. Shangguan Yao heard the warning sound in her ears. Drop. Your team defeated the demon warriors. Your team defeated the demon warriors. Your team defeated the demon warriors. Drop. You have upgraded. Before Shangguan Yao fired an arrow, the entire demon team in front of him had been killed by Qin Fei. Follow closely. A blush spread all over her face in the blink of an eye, and even her pointed ears were dyed 7/4 of blood red. Wu, brother is a scumbag. You killed too quickly. Chapter 51. Dragon Kingdom, Eastern District Base. This time, Dongfang Zan finally received first-hand inside information from his daughter. Total war at the Aztec line. Why didn't the AI calculations show any possibility at all? Just as the person below was about to explain, he was pushed down by Dongfang Zan. That doesn't matter anymore, because the war has already begun. This is a challenge but also an opportunity. On the second day after the server was launched, most of the first batch of closed beta players have reached level 10. As long as they purchase the designated teleportation scroll, they can reach the Azite defense line before dawn. Everyone seemed to have guessed something. But War Master, the current level of our players is too low. They went to the battlefield right after changing jobs, without the support of Legion equipment or level attribute support. This is almost a suicide attempt. And it may take 7 days to die. You know, they are all elites during the internal beta. If their accounts are suspended for 7 days just after the server is launched, the loss of progress will be really. Boom. Dongfang Zan has perseverance written all over his face. If you don't even dare to fight, then you are not considered an elite. How can you even enter the customs? Xiaozhong, please remember this. Draw 5 teams from each of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th armies and head to the Aztec defense line immediately. If they can survive the war, they will definitely receive a huge promotion, and they may even receive Legion missions with excessive rewards. If you die, then your skills are not as good as others. You can practice for me even after you go back to death. Hiss, who? Everyone present took a deep breath and shouted in unison, yes. I promise to complete the mission. Cathedral of St. Carl's. In the glorious Golden Hall, the bright statue made of pure gold seems to be more dazzling than the sun, making it difficult for people to look directly at it. Below the statue, a middle-aged man wearing a dark gold ornate religious uniform slowly stood up. Sivinas, those disciples of Asiat, can they really defeat the master? Back to Bishop Mullen, it's like this. Zivinas replied softly. There was a brief silence. Bishop Mullen stood up and took out a seal and handed it out. The great God of light does not want to see them come back alive from the battlefield. Yes, God's will be carried out. Zivinas took the seal with great respect, but secretly speculated in his heart. The bishop was still too cautious. Now that Fatian Emperor has gone to the battlefield, he is probably going to die regardless of whether the Knights Templar join him or not, right? Before dawn, the demon army can definitely capture the Azite defense line. Wrong. If Fatian Emperor was a deserter, it seemed possible that he would be killed. Deserter. Haha, it seems that no matter which choice you make, it will be a dead end. At the same time, the line of Aztec was a war mission also present in St. Carl's. It's not the first day now. There are already a large number of players on the city's roads. The mission issued by the Legion quickly spread throughout the gods. Demon invasion. War. Hey, isn't this too early? Don't talk about doubling the mission reward, even if you quintuple it, I can only drool. Brother, are you crazy? Are you really going to take this mission? Shoo, you must not go. Snort, the player who accepted the task ignored the dissuasion of others. The first war among the gods, it's worth even just a glimpse of it. You will die if you die. It doesn't matter if your level is low, but if you can pick up a few Legion outfits, it will be a huge profit. Yes, that makes sense. Didn't you see that many game anchors have already accepted the mission and left? Depend on. Look over there. Is that Nan Binger? Everyone looked in the direction. I saw a beautiful woman with a white body, curled devil horns on her head, and devil wings on her back. The black leather shorts and tube top together probably didn't even use up 3 feet of cloth. Very economical. It even more vividly highlights her devilishly proud figure. If you look carefully, under those exquisite facial features, you can clearly see that she looks like the popular anchor Nan Binger, but she is even more charming. The pupils are as bright as pink diamonds, and the curvature of the eyebrows is charming. Just one glance, you can look at the surrounding college students and make them bleed. Awesome, succubus. Okay, I really can. Nan Binger, are you going to the battlefield? Do you want to try the mount I just bought? The battlefield is too dangerous. How about forming a team? I have a hidden profession. Face the almost crazy players around you. Nan Binger didn't care. After accepting the mission, she immediately spread her devil wings and ran towards Azte. The speed is so fast that it is no worse than a fine mount. Depend on. This demon race is so fun to play. That's it, isn't it fun to play with it? I'm so stupid of you. I said the demon race can fly. What are you thinking? Azte line of defense. Qin Fei took care of a group of demon warriors in the blink of an eye. Several hundred silver coins exploded, which is not much. Equip 2 pieces. Hot-blooded Legion armor, level 1. Level. Magic. Requirements. Level 10. Defense. 80. Life. 150. Attack. 55. Hot-blooded Legion ring, level 1. Level. Magic. Requirements. Level 10. Attack. 50. Attack speed. 10%. The same Legion set, but the demons have more attack attributes. Qin Fei currently has no plans to change his physical suit, unless it is a suit with better attributes. But the Demon's Legion ring is really good. After Qin Fei put on the ring, more demon warriors have already passed through the defense line. Team 4, Team 6, go over and deal with those imperial fools. A leader of the demon tribe just glanced at Qin Fei and others, issued an order, and led more soldiers to charge towards the third line of defense. Daily Ordinary Task Team, a group of 5 people. For large missions or Legion war teams, there can be a group of 25 people. Following the order from the leader of the demon clan, the 2 demon squads launched charges from the left and right sides. Whoosh whoosh. 5 or 6 meteors and fireballs were immediately emitted from the hands of the demon mage behind. You guys stay away. Qin Fei kicked his feet and rushed towards the demon team like a whirlwind. Fight with zeal. Violent. All status is open. Behind. Dongfang Bailey quickly threw an exploding flying star towards the back of the demon team, and then retreated with the cold flames. Shangguan Yao took aim while moving, and the arrow he had prepared instantly left the string. Fire, lightning, frost. The arrows of the 3 elements were shot at the same time. Before they reached the demon team, Qin Fei was seen rushing straight into the demon team with 1 sword strike at a time. Whoosh. The moment a cold light lit up, 6 or 7 cold lights flew out. Too fast. The attack frequency exceeds 11 times per second, and there are only afterimages between swings of the sword. Minus 22,610. Minus 23,500. Minus 42,980 crit. Minus 23,003. Minus 22,080. More than a dozen damage numbers exploded in the demon team at the same time. 3 demon warriors died suddenly on the spot, and 4 or 5 demon warriors were seriously injured. Master of the human race. Commander of the Empire. When the demon captain saw this situation, his eyes almost popped out. But why is there no Legion badge? Ambush. The cunning Imperial Master actually planned to ambush us here. The 2 demon captains did not flinch because they saw Qin Fei's horrific injuries, but instead burst out with stronger fighting spirit. Kill. Even if everyone is killed today, the insidious Imperial Master must pay the price with blood. Good. If Liang Jingru were here, I would like to give you a thumbs up for your courage. Qin Fei's laughter stopped. It was the first time I encountered this kind of person. He was obviously going to die, but he didn't run away. What a good person. As the swords flew across the sky, several more demon warriors fell to the ground. But the demon team on the other side gave up the pursuit of Bai Li and the others and turned around to surround Qin Fei on the spot. Brother, be careful. Shangguan Yao fired arrows in succession, but they were intercepted by the opponent's mage barrier and could not cause much damage. Dongfang Baili's exploding flying star had a remarkable effect. At this moment, it exploded in the demon team and instantly dispersed the opponent's formation that was about to encircle them. At the same time, the high damage caused by the flying stars also took away some of the enemy's seriously injured demons with residual blood. Kill. Qin Fei has not even been hit by an attack so far. Originally, if they were 2 teams and surrounded and suppressed by 40 or 50 warrior mages, they might still be a bit of a threat. But now that Bai Li is releasing the field control skills from behind, there is really no threat at all. Swish, swish, swish. In the team, there was only a flash of cold light. As they moved quickly, all the demon warriors passing by fell to the ground bleeding. Quote exclamation mark question mark quote. The angry eyes of the demon captain finally began to tremble at this moment. Too exaggerated. This lethality is no longer war, but harvest. It was as if the god of death was mowing grass, easily harvesting the lives of the demon warriors present. Fight, for Thrax. The demon captain suddenly shouted loudly, and raised the 3-meter-long giant battle axe with both hands. In a crazy state, a large amount of dark red energy condensed around him. Jump chop. Qin Fei dodged and landed directly on the head of the demon captain. Minus 22,100. Triple shadow strike. Minus 17,020. Minus 38,055 crit. Minus 18,772. Puff. Before the demon captain could use his skill, he was instantly knocked out by the shadow of a flying knife. Drop. You defeated the expert demon captain. You have gained 18,010 experience points. Battlefield experience bonus, you have gained an additional 18,010 experience points. No nostalgia. Qin Fei didn't even look at the fallen gold coins and items, and accelerated towards several demon mages in the distance. Compared to warriors with tens of thousands of HP, the mages' health points don't even have 10,000. Magic barrier. With a buzzing sound, several transparent magic barriers appeared in front of Qin Fei. Click. Qin Fei slashed down with his sword, and the barrier made a clear cracking sound. The magic barrier is used to offset magic and has a very good defensive effect, but its resistance to physical attacks is very limited. Swish, swish, swish. Qin Fei followed closely behind, slashing 3 times in a row, easily smashing the barrier, and at the same time taking away the lives of 5 demon mages. So far, the 4th team of the Demonic Blood Legion, 20 warriors and 5 mages, none survived and all were killed. At this time, only 10 seconds had passed since they received the order to strangle Qin Fei. Everyone listens to the order and charges. The other demon team arrived at the battlefield at this moment. Without any hesitation, the demon captain directly ordered the charge. Qin Fei held a sword in his hand and looked coldly at the charge from the opposite side. Boom. 20 demon warriors were wrapped in dark red energy, with crazy looks in their red pupils. All weapons were aimed at Qin Fei. Forward, forward, still forward. Between breaths, the fearless charge of the demon team reached Qin Fei. Heavy chop. Qin Fei stayed still, not because he wanted to rest, but because he was too lazy to run away due to the challenge of cooling down. Base. A bright blade gleamed towards the demon clan's fearless charge. The leader of the demon tribe, the captain, rushed the fastest and the most ferociously, and naturally he rushed directly into the heavy slash. Phew. Before the demon captain's giant axe fell, it was split into 2 pieces by the bright sword light in front of him. Follow closely. The separated corpses still carry the inertia of a charge, passing by both sides of Qin Fei's body. Minus 102,003 crit. 1 knife. Instant kill. A level 60 demon combat expert couldn't even resist Qin Fei's sword. Hiss. Dongfang Baili immediately took a breath of cold air. She knew that Fatian Emperor's damage was terrifying, but no matter how terrifying it was, it wouldn't be so terrifying that he could instantly kill a demon expert with just 1 knife, right? After all, demons have blood. Life, defense, attack, and various attributes are higher than those of the human race. Such terrifying damage ability. This means that in PvP of the same profession, anyone below the master level cannot stop Fatian Emperor's sword. At the same time, the demon warriors finally found an opportunity to attack Qin Fei. Revenge. For Thrax. A dozen bloody battle axes slashed down with charging speed and roar of revenge. Whoosh. Qin Fei's figure swayed. Immediately, 5 or 6 battle axes were lost. Lost, lost, lost. The remaining tomahawks hit steadily. Boom. Bang bang bang. The battle axe struck several sparks on Qin Fei's armor. Minus 728. Minus 1402 crit. Minus 642. Minus 580. Minus 778. A series of damage figures burst out. Qin Fei's health bar dropped steadily. About 3,000 damage. Almost a tenth. Qin Fei nodded and affirmed. Very good, you have tried your best. Puff. A demon warrior spat out a mouthful of blood in the air. Crazy. It's not like they haven't seen a battle to the death. But it can't be so outrageous, right? If the damage is high enough to kill the captain instantly, he must be an Imperial Master level being. If the defense is so high that they can't shoot it, then maybe it can only be an Empire hero, right? This kind of existence. Why didn't I receive the notification before the war started? Humans, who are you? You are not the commander of the Aztec army. As for the Phoenix guarding the Legion, hasn't it been chased to the death swamp by your own people? Oh, and an unexpected bonus. Everyone in the Imperial Legion and the entire Azite defense line thought that Orana was a deserter. But on the other side of the defense line, even a small soldier of the demon clan knew that the leader of the garrison, Oraona, was being hunted by her own people and fled to the death swamp. Good, good. Qin Fei couldn't help but smile. You are really good people. Whoosh. As soon as he raised his hand, the blade turned out pieces of cold light. All the demon warriors in front of me were beheaded. Follow closely. The demon warriors who surrounded them at a charging angle all crashed into the sky full of sword light. Just 2 breaths. An entire squad of demon warriors were all killed. Faster than before. Fear. The legs of several demon mages watching from a distance were trembling at this moment. The next second, several arrows penetrated the demon mage's forehead, followed by a bolt of lightning that fell from the sky. -802. -1200. -722. -829. Follow closely. A meteorite blooming with magnificent starlight crashed down. Boom. The moment the meteorite hit the ground, it exploded. -3000. -3000. -3000. Pieces of damage numbers superimposed and collapsed. The demon mage who didn't have time to make any resistance was directly taken away by Bai Li's falling meteor. Yeah, instant kill. Shengguan Yao happily raised her bow to show off, as if it was all her fault. With the blessing of double experience on the battlefield, Qin Fei's experience scrolls accumulated to nearly 300,000 in a short time. Hehe. If the experience continues to be gained at this rate, then after this battle is over, we won't be allowed to take off, right? Hearing this, Dongfang Baili in the distance suppressed a smile and said, Fatian Emperor, we have already taken off. Level 15. Shengguan Yao waved his arms from a distance and said, Brother, I'm already level 15. Dongfang Baili opened the ranking list to see if Fatian Emperor was level 20. The level remains unchanged. Why? Snapped. Qin Fei waved his hand and threw 2 skill scrolls to them. You are lacking a lot of attributes, so don't use them for the time being. Practice your skills when your level is higher. It's actually this kind of function. Dongfang Baili thought that the skill level would be directly improved. Although the experience is now redeemed, a scroll can probably improve many levels of skills. We have clues about Orana's mission. Let's leave it aside for now and talk about it later when we have time. Qin Fei is not in the mood to do the task at all now. Dongfang Baili also heard the conversation just now, nodded and said, the difficulty of Death Swamp must be at least 2 or 3 times before you can try it, otherwise Orana would not be able to choose there as the direction of escape. Open the monsters. Qin Fei pointed at the demon army in the distance. Yeah, Shengguan Yao was the most obedient. He stepped out of the way and fired at the monsters. He immediately flew towards the demon army in the distance with a multi-shot shot. Click. The lightning arrow struck directly at the center of the charging legion. Quote question mark question mark question mark quote. The demon leader glanced around with doubtful eyes. The next second, he saw Qin Fei and several others, as well as the 2 demon squads who were all killed. Imperial Master. Except for this possibility, no one could kill 2 demon squads so quickly. It seems that you are the Empire's last aid, right? Snort. The demon leader waved his hand, and in an instant, thousands of demon warriors stopped charging. Forbidden. Kill. Destroy the last hope of the Empire. Give an order. The demon leader clamped his legs against the demonic beast, turned around, and went out to fight in person. At the same time, nearly 100 teams under his command, and thousands of demon warriors followed closely behind and came in a mighty manner. Well, when Dongfang Baili saw this, a few drops of cold sweat broke out on his forehead. Yaoer, You are so weird, the effect is a bit too good, isn't it? That's natural. Shangguan Yao raised her head proudly and said, brother is so powerful, how can he kill just a few monsters if he only attacks them? Good, good, you know how to put pressure on me. Qin Fei chuckled lightly, drew the knife with his backhand, and entered the stealth state. Don't follow me this time. The organized demon army is definitely not comparable to a small team. The configuration of the mage alone can form a magic barrier that can completely block all attacks by Bai Li and the others. If attacking, hundreds of mages working together with legion-level magic can kill anyone in an instant. Qin Fei can't retreat now, he can only attack. Detection. The moment the demon leader saw Qin Fei disappear, he made the correct command. Swish swish, more than a dozen magic light balls quickly passed through the army and pushed all the way forward. In the battlefield, all shadows are exposed by the magic light ball. But Qin Fei's figure was not detected by the light ball. It is indeed the Imperial Master. The demon leader gave a low shout, and seemed to be prepared as he drew out two weird-looking long-edged scimitars with both hands. It would be too arrogant for you alone to want to assassinate my commander. Field of Rage. Boom. Everything within a 10-meter radius of the demon leader was covered in dark red blood. In the red field, all moving objects become so dazzling. As the commander of the Legion and the master of the demon clan, he is about to awaken. Nowadays, when faced with a sneak attack, even if it cannot be detected, there are ways to deal with it. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. The enemy's figure has not appeared in the rage field for a long time. Impossible to miss. The demon leader is 100% confident in his own domain. If not, then you didn't come. Are you scared? Ha 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 ha. The demon leader couldn't help but laugh wildly. As the master assassin of the Empire, now that you are here, don't you even have the courage to take action? Humble and cowardly human beings. As expected, you are only worthy of surrendering at the feet of Thrax. The words have not yet fallen. Only a scream was heard from the legions. A demon mage fell into a pool of blood for no apparent reason. Assassination mage. He. The demon leader was stunned for a moment, then almost laughed. How many mages can you kill with your stealth alone? Come, let him kill. Good, this is what you said. After Qin Fei joined the team of demon mage, he no longer had to sneak. I have no magic resistance. If you are too far away from the mage team, even if you can use speed to pull skills, you can no longer fight with confidence. Now, Qin Fei had already used stealth to kill in the middle of the mage team. The mage was approached by an assassin. Is there any need to talk about the result? Whoosh! Qin Fei raised his sword in his hand and suddenly rushed into the group of mages. The light of the sword passed through the demon mage like a waterfall. -24,200. -25,100. -24,900. Under every blade light, several demon mages died suddenly. Super high movement speed. Super high attack speed. At this moment, Qin Fei seemed to have transformed into the body of Dao Meng, walking unscrupulously through the army, invincible, and those who stood in his way would die. A few breaths. Dozens of mages among the demon army were killed. Such a fast killing speed. The leader of the demon clan was filled with anger when he saw this. What are you doing standing there in a daze? Let me kill you. Boom. The demon warriors were ordered to attack. But the next second, they were trapped by their own people. Mage. It is a weapon in war. But the mage himself is too fragile and must be protected. The legions march. Mage teams generally fall in the middle. Qin Fei is in the middle of the legion. But the mage couldn't use his skills on his own people, and the warriors on the outside charged inside, cutting off the mage's escape route, and even pushed his own mage into the sky full of sword light. Asshole. Upon seeing this, the demon leader was so angry that his eyes filled with fire. But he didn't stop his men. After all, the assassination master of the Empire across from you. No one with any sense would want to fight a master assassin in a duel. Ignore the mage and charge. The demon leader will not care about the death of his subordinates. He wants it. There is only the death of the enemy. As long as he can kill the master assassin of this empire. That must be a great achievement. The other side. Dongfang Baili looked at the battlefield nervously. If one of the thousands of demon legions is accidentally trapped, dozens of demon warriors will form a combined attack. That Fatian Emperor can't bear it even if he has an iron body. But in front of her, Shangguan Yao was already counting out of boredom. 10, 20, 30. Yeah, upgraded again. At the same time. In the Dragon Kingdom base. All the staff stared blankly at the big screen. Hey, Bai Li's Kung Fu has been upgraded to 4 levels in a row right now, right? What is she doing? Hiss, she should be at Azite's defense line with Fatian Emperor, right? Battlefield. Then, doesn't that mean that she is violently killing the demon army? Ha ha ha. Dongfang Zan laughed wildly, his lips reaching to the sky. Okay, as expected of my daughter Dongfang Zan. Give it to me. Kill that fool Fatian Emperor who can't carry anything. Ahem. The staff next to him couldn't help but cough twice and reminded, War Commander, is there a possibility that Bai Li's level was led by Fatian Emperor? Ding. Dongfang Zanao fell down. You fool, I want you to remind me. Is it my fault that Fatian Emperor doesn't upgrade? God's ranking list. Number 1. Bai Li Dragon Kingdom, level 17, Star Mystery Technique. Number 2. Yao arrives in the arms of Sister, Dragon Kingdom, level 17, Multi-dimensional Shooter. Number 3. Fatian Emperor, Dragon Kingdom, level 16, Shadow of Innocence and Berserker. Number 4. Carl Evans Beautiful Country, level 13, Destruction Mage. Number 5. Caesar, Germany, level 13, Nature Summoner. Number 6. Li Tyson, Hongguo, level 13, Thief. Number 7. Evelyn Beja, Ice Bear, level 12, Natural Warrior. Number 8. Saito Ryuji, Neon, level 12, Magic Swordsman. Number 9. Ace William, Britain, level 12, Knight. Number 10. Wiener Indy, level 12, Sacrifice. Exceeding. Among the gods. Countless players watched the Fatian Emperor's name drop from the ranking list and immediately burst into cheers. The Fatian Emperor is not a god either. Cheating is amazing, isn't it? Cut. Hasn't the level been overtaken by others? Cool. This is even better than me exploding a magical weapon. It's time to fix that wall hanging. Gone. I'll always brush up on the announcements, and I'll always attack the boss. The gods have the same job as his family. They can do whatever they want. Everyone else has the same profession, but he wants to have 2. Absolutely lawless. At the same time, some people expressed doubts. But aren't Bai Li and the others on the same team as Fatian Emperor? How come the team members are all upgraded, but the captain is silent? They are on the battlefield, right? In that kind of place, mages and archers must be able to farm quickly. Why don't you even think about it? Even though he has dual professions as an assassin warrior, he is still a melee fighter. Why should he gain experience in the battlefield for melee combat? If he dares to go there, he will have to die. Well, that makes sense. Everything you say is bullshit. If you don't have a level, you don't have a level. Stop making excuses for hanging on the wall. That is, esports, strength speaks for itself. Cooking, just practice more. Fatian Emperor, you were not like this before. What's the matter? I can't level up now, and can't even make announcements. System notification. Dragon Kingdom player, Fatian Emperor, takes the lead in comprehending powerful skills, and will be rewarded with Reputation x 10,000, Gold Coins x 1000, Skill Scrolls x 10, and Epic Treasure Chest x 1. Dragon Kingdom player, Fatian Emperor, takes the lead in comprehending powerful skills, and will be rewarded with Reputation x 10,000, Gold Coins x 1000, Skill Scrolls x 10, and Epic Treasure Chest x 1. Dragon Kingdom player, Fatian Emperor, takes the lead in comprehending powerful skills, and will be rewarded with Reputation x 10,000, Gold Coins x 1000, Skill Scrolls x 10, and Epic Treasure Chest x 1. What the hell? Who said just now that he couldn't get the announcement? Come on, stand up and I promise I won't beat you to death. You said you were fine, why did you stimulate him? It's over. Let that wall-hanging Fatian Emperor take the lead in comprehending powerful skills. It's like adding more power to a tiger. Who the hell can beat him in the future? Powerful skills, aren't they something that masters above level 100 can do? No, I don't believe it. Skills are all upgraded with proficiency, why? Why is it that after 2 days of practicing my skills, my proficiency level is only 30 or 40 points, while he broke through to the master level after 2 days of playing? Why are you awarding an epic treasure chest? Mom, I'm so hungry and crying. If I had known that skills also have rewards, I would have practiced them first. Puff, stop bragging, brother, you really can't do it this time. Dragon Kingdom Base. The staff rushed over excitedly. Warmaster, found it. The reason why Fatian Emperor does not upgrade has been found. He is practicing his skills. The skill scroll should be a prop that can be used to exchange proficiency with experience. Excellent. This is a great weapon that can quickly improve your skills. Dongfang Zhan glanced at everyone with a dark face. Shut up. I don't know how to watch the big screen myself, so why should you tell me? Roll. Hurry up and study the battlefield strategy so that our people can quickly improve their levels. After Dongfang Zhan blasted everyone out, he turned around, pulled out a smile that was uglier than crying, and quietly sent a message to Bai Li. Good daughter. Can Fatian Emperor's skill scroll be a selling point? Not much, just 2, okay. And there's more. Dad thinks that the epic treasure chest that was just rewarded is really good. You can think of something to do. Our military can't even have one piece of equipment to suppress the secrets, right? Azte line of defense. The moment Dongfang Baili received the message, she became numb and out of breath. I can think of a way. Is there any way I can think of to sell your daughter? When Dongfang Zhan heard this, he became very angry. Dad wants to die for the country, but the key is that Fatian Emperor doesn't give me this chance. Question mark. What? Do you really want to sell it? Dongfang Baili immediately gritted his teeth and said, do you think your daughter doesn't want to die for the country? The key is that Fatian Emperor didn't give me this opportunity either. Ahem. Dongfang Zhan cleared his throat. You still have to use your subjective initiative more in this matter. As soldiers in the new era, we must overcome difficulties when they arise, overcome difficulties even when they arise. Dad likes you, come on. Question mark. Dongfang Baili now really doubts whether she is her biological child. The other side, Qin Fei just smashed a scroll full of experience, and then upgraded the Innocent Stealth to a powerful one. Innocent Stealth Level 1, 0.50 powerful. Movement speed increased by 100%, attack damage increased by 100%. Melt your body into darkness and disappear from the enemy's sight. Attacks you launch while stealth will not cause the stealth to expire, up to 6 times. If the enemy's detection skills are not 2 levels higher than yours, your stealth cannot be broken. Cost: 300 mana. Duration: 10 seconds. Cooldown: 15 seconds. Advanced skills have a total of 20 levels, and powerful skills are probably also level 20, right? Powerful skills start with a proficiency level of 50,000, and require at least 500,000 experience to level up. Qin Fei did the math. Even if you use up all the dozen or so scrolls in your hand, it won't be enough to break through the powerful skills to greatness, right? In comparison, a dozen scrolls are enough for all of his advanced skills to reach powerful levels. Still stronger and more fragrant. Guilty Stealth's base movement speed and damage increases are all doubled. The number of possible attacks during stealth is also doubled. Certainly, this is not the most important thing. The key is to cut the cooldown in half. Cool. The 15-second cooldown and the 30-second cooldown are completely different concepts. If you can equip some cooldown reduction equipment or gems, when the duration of stealth is consistent with the cooldown time, this skill will undergo earth-shaking changes. As long as the opponent cannot break the stealth, then it will be a dirty kill. It's really a dirty killing. From beginning to end, the enemy never found out where you were. In the battlefield, Qin Fei's pause was easily captured by the demon leader. Humans, you killed more than half of my soldiers in a matter of seconds. What, are you tired? Die. The demon leader threw 2 scimitars in the air, and immediately turned into 2 whirling blood knives, killing Qin Fei. Dodge. Qin Fei's body swayed, and 2 bloody knives passed by on the spot. Sneak attack. You really know how to play. Qin Fei is not blind, and the speed of the spinning blood knife is not very fast, and the trajectory is so obvious, how could he not notice it? But The demon leader did not show any disappointment at the loss of the attack. On the contrary, what replaced them in his hands were two dark red blood knives. Chua, there is no pause. The two bloody knives were thrown out by him again. In rage, the demon leader's skill movements seemed to be 3 points faster than before. At the same time, after throwing out the bloody knife, two more identical bloody knives condensed in his palm. Chua, chua, chua. Qin Fei paid attention to the skills, and the demon leader launched 3 bloody knife attacks in a row. There seems to be something, Qin Fei secretly said. This skill is somewhat similar to an archer's arrow, which belongs to long-range physics, but the trajectory is not a straight line, but a spinning curve. Since its speed is slower than arrows, it is easy to dodge when the number is small. But there are too many. It's hard to dodge. Jump chop. Qin Fei made a vertical leap and came directly to the rear of the demon leader. I'll kill you later, go to the back and line up first. Half of the thousands of demon warriors on the other side have yet to be dealt with at this moment. Qin Fei will not let go of so many walking experience points. As for the experience scroll, it will no longer be used for the time being. After all, the other skills are not as important for the time being, and the price-performance ratio is currently not as good as the attributes. In the future, when upgrading requires more experience, it will not be too late to improve skills. Behind the demon leader's several consecutive blood knife attacks were all thrown away by Qin Fei's jump slash. But he still didn't panic, turned around and continued to swing the knife towards Qin Fei. Crazy. Qin Fei unfolded his sword in his hand and easily killed a dozen demons before looking back. I saw that the bloody knife thrown at the beginning had already reached the extreme distance. After a brief stasis in the air, more than a dozen blood knives spun around at a faster speed. The next second, more than a dozen bloody knives struck the demon leader's back almost at the same time, but he didn't even look at them. He volleyed his palms in the air and miraculously grabbed all the dozen bloody knives in his hands. Chua, the dozen or so blood knives whirling around came towards Qin Fei again. And, after the demon leader's second attack, the blood knife was faster than before. Coupled with the attacks that never stopped, the situation of the battle changed instantly. Dozens of bloody knives came at Qin Fei at different speeds, encircling him and strangling him. Dongfang Bailey had never seen such a weird skill before. I originally thought that the demons only had 2 professions, warrior and mage. Warrior blood, wisdom and talent. This is their racial advantage. As long as it is used well, it is actually enough. Now it seems, it's because she doesn't know the demons well enough. Among high-level demons, there are also similar hidden professions. There are also rare and powerful skills. Among the gods, every being who can hold the title of master is not that simple. Meteor falls. Dongfang Bailey could no longer look at it, and immediately spent all the magic points that had just been restored. Asiat. The moment the demon leader saw the meteor, he thought of a name that frightened him. No, you are not. Snort. Since it's not a Siat, there's nothing to worry about. Wait until you kill this master assassin before solving the problem. The demon leader leaned down, followed behind the blood knife, and rushed forward quickly. After the meteor falls in the locked position, it is difficult to change the impact point and angle. At least, the current Dongfang Bailey has no ability to change, so her pretty face immediately sank, and she secretly blamed herself. You are so stupid, how can you use your ultimate move so casually? Her current magic value is only enough to use 2 skills. The magic points required for subsequent skills are all higher than her maximum magic value at the beginning. No way, it's so urgent. She had never seen the demon leader's skills before. At this moment, let the opponent take the opportunity to throw out so many bloody knives, completely gaining momentum, and it seems a bit impossible to compete. No wonder. Qin Fei frowned. When the opponent's blood knife took action just now, the surrounding demon warriors did not attack, but retreated outward. It seems, they know this trick. Sneak. Qin Fei had just used jump slash. At this moment, he had no means of displacement. Only by using stealth and acceleration could he have a chance to break out of the siege of the bloody knife. To know, those dozens of bloody knives are not the axes of ordinary warriors. As a knight who focuses on defense, Master Nup can deal tens of thousands of damage with his magic skills. The leader of the demon clan is also a master, and he still focuses on attacking. The damage will only be several times more severe than that of Nuke. The only difference, Blood Knife is a physical attack. He has about 3,000 defenses to resist, so there is still some room for error. But Qin Fei didn't intend to try the power of the Blood Knife. Once stealth is activated, no one will love it. He quickly bypassed the range of the Blood Knife, rushed directly to the outermost edge, and attacked the evacuating demon warriors crazily. Drop. Your team defeated the demon warriors. You have gained 1,800 experience points. Battlefield experience increases. You gain an additional 1,800 experience points. Drop. Your team defeated the demon warriors. Your team defeated the demon warriors. Your team defeated the demon warriors. Drop. You have upgraded. Qin Fei gained the most experience points from the demons he killed. The experience consumption of Dongfang Baili and the others' continuous upgrades would exceed 200,000 to 300,000 yuan. And the same number of kills. Qin Fei's 1 million experience scrolls are full. Now Qin Fei starts to level up. Speed. Faster than them. And more than twice as fast. The experience bar visible to the naked eye skyrocketed. Level 18. Level 19. Level 20. Behind. The demon leader's crazy blood knife attacks are continuous, with a huge attack range, and can attack targets up to about 100 meters away. However, under Qin Fei's extreme speed, he was able to dodge out of the 100-meter range in just 2 seconds. The demon leader accelerated his charge. Qin Fei jumped and chopped. He rushes again. Qin Fei sneaked away. 1 chases. 1 kill. Leng, the leader of the demon tribe, couldn't even catch up with Qin Fei's shadow. That's it. Or is there a mount bonus on his crotch? If he didn't have a mount, he wouldn't even be able to see Qin Fei's taillights. The demon leader is really going crazy now. He watched helplessly as his skills stacked up to the strongest state where hundreds of bloody knives flew together, but he couldn't even hit the enemy's shadow. A timid coward. Come, if you have the ability, fight me head on. Can a guy who only knows how to run away be called a master? Ha ha ha. Qin Fei felt so good about killing that he couldn't help but laugh when he heard this. Don't yell at me, it will be your turn when all your men are dead. Finished. The leader of the demon tribe discovered it at this moment. It only took a moment. Qin Fei almost killed the remaining few hundred demon warriors. The demon leader fell into a rage and suddenly slapped his chest with both palms. Boom. The 100 bloody knives no longer chased Qin Fei, but instead shot out at 360 degrees with the demon leader as the center of the circle. Boom. Clear the field with 1 move. Qin Fei didn't need to take action, the demon leader himself took action and killed all the remaining demons around him. At the same time, the blood bursting out from the dead demons was all integrated into the realm of rage. Within a radius of several hundred meters, they were all dragged into the bloody world of wrath by the demon leader. Depend on the monster that robbed me. Qin Fei took the opportunity to glance at the experience value, which was exactly level 21. Okay, since you want to be reincarnated as soon as possible, then I will grant it to you. The demon leader in the rage field was bathed in blood, and pushed his palms horizontally again. Suffer death. Boom. The number of blood knives actually doubled. There are no blind spots, and it cuts to the surroundings without distinction. There is no way to avoid it. After doubling the number of blood knives, the attack can be covered without any difference. Qin Fei looked at the attack that was close at hand. Jump chop. He leapt into the air with 1 step, then plummeted down. Boom. Qin Fei's sword struck directly at the demon leader's forehead. Minus 23,400. Looking at the opponent's health bar, it's only less than 10%. Some of them are even the HP consumed by the demon leader when he just broke out. That is to say, a demon battle master with a racial lineage starts with 1 million health points. Ha 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 ha. Blood imprisonment. When the demon leader saw Qin Fei in front of him, he smiled instead of being angry. His hands condensed dozens of blood-colored chains, directly controlling Qin Fei in place. Far away, hundreds of blood knives around are about to reach the farthest attack distance and will return immediately. You are dead. A bloody knife can't kill the master in a second. But with hundreds of blood knives, let alone a master, he would kill even the heroes of the empire. You're welcome. Qin Fei twisted his neck. The chains of blood imprisonment only limit the displacement, but do not completely restrict all movements. Sneak. Fight with zeal. Violent. Full status. Within the realm of rage. Qin Fei's stealth was still able to disappear perfectly, but the chains of blood imprisonment did not break free. Come on, come on. Ha 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 ha. The demon leader remained motionless, laughing wildly as he waited for his victory. The next second, Qin Fei took action with his sword. Whoosh! More than a dozen sword rays connected together, covering up the blood in the field, blooming with a dazzling cold light. -62,020. -60,102. -120,201 crit. -68,900. -60,222. -121,608 crit. Extreme attack speed. 15 knives per second. A million injuries in an instant. Drop. You defeated the leader of the demonic hot-blooded legion. You have gained 120,000 experience points. Battlefield experience increases. You gain an additional 120,000 experience points. Drop. You have upgraded. You have upgraded. God's level ranking. Number 1. Fatian Emperor, Dragon Kingdom, level 23, Shadow of Innocence and Furious Warrior. Number 2. Bai Li, Dragon Kingdom, level 19, Star Mystery Technique. Number 3. Yao arrives in the arms of Sister, Dragon Kingdom, level 19, Multi-dimensional Shooter. Before the rankings, all the players of the gods were numb. Daughter-in-law, come out with the Bull Demon King to see God. It's just a cup of tea. The Fatian Emperor went from level 16 to level 23. Ride on a rocket. Musk. Don't talk nonsense, my rocket is really not that fast. Good guy. Bai Li was promoted to 6 levels in one breath just now. I thought she was invincible. I didn't expect that you are the number 1 master among the gods. Congratulations to Fatian Emperor for regaining the first place in the ranking of gods. I'm convinced. I will never force you again. Just take it easy and don't irritate me anymore. I just want to play games and don't want to go out and see God every day. Dragon Kingdom Base. War Master, let me just say that Bai Li's level was brought up by Fatian Emperor, right? Dongfang Zan glanced coldly. Get out. Beautiful country, Pentagon. Who told me that with the current strength of the players, it is impossible to influence the war situation among the gods. Holder no longer knows what to do with this group of trash. Ahem, General, theoretically, that's the case. There are tens of millions of elite warriors on the battlefield, hundreds of expert captains, and dozens of master commanders. This is simply not a dungeon that can be conquered within a few days of opening the server. It's a bug. Fatian Emperor must have used some unknown bug, otherwise no matter what attributes he has, he would not be able to survive on the battlefield. Boom. Holder violently overturned the table. Idiot. Where's the spy? Where's the agent? Why don't you go check it out for me quickly? In addition, mobilize personnel to the battlefield immediately. We don't have to give up the profits from the battlefield, but we must not let the Dragon Kingdom get them. Otherwise, you all have to go to Alaska to catch crabs. Cathedral of St. Carl's. He can really kill through the battlefield. Isn't that too exaggerated? Zivina's only felt that it was outrageous, and then her eyes fell on the Knights Templar who were preparing to go ahead. Set off. We must reach the Aztec defense line before midnight. Battlefield. Ah, you only have 1 million health points and you dare to yell at me. Qin Fei never worried about output from the beginning to the end. The higher the level, the higher the attribute, the greater the attribute increase brought by fighting fervor and rage. Today's daily panel. There are 18,000 attacks. Full status. The attack starts at more than 30,000. After turning on stealth, the damage steadily exceeded 60,000. Coupled with the super high attack speed, the actual output is simply explosive. The little thing exploded quite a lot. Qin Fei picked up the loot. Hot-blooded helmet of oath, level 3. Grade. Rare. Requirements. Level 60. Attack power. 80. Defense. 140. Strength. 50. In hot-blooded state, gain an additional 10% attack power and 10% attack speed. Hot-blooded boots of commitment, level 3. Grade. Rare. Requirements. Level 60. Defense. 120. Constitution. 50. Movement speed. 30%. In hot-blooded state, gain an additional 10% attack power and 10% movement speed. Level 3 Rare Legion Set. The attributes are really good, but it's a pity that they are incomplete and cannot be used for the time being. Qin Fei secretly thought something was wrong. Based on the current leveling speed, level 60 is actually not that far away. And gems. Hot-blooded excitement. Grade. Rare. In the hot-blooded state, each attack increases the attack speed by 1%, up to 50%. In hot-blooded state, each attack increases attack damage by 1%, up to 50%. Is it a hot-blooded state again? Qin Fei was a little depressed. Although this rare gem only has 2 attributes, its bonus is really high. The issue is, I don't even know how to activate this passionate state now. In the end there is only one skill book left. Question mark. Demon skill book. This thing exploded, can it be used? Wait a minute, isn't it hot-blooded? Qin Fei really covets that hot-blooded state, and there are matching gems and equipment. If this is a skill, why not just go to the airport and wait for takeoff? Please, Emperor O, please give me some hot blood. The next second, expand skills. Flying blade throwing advanced. Throws the phantom weapon in your hand at the target, causing 50% physical damage. The weapon illusion returns after reaching the farthest distance and can be activated again, with an additional 20% increase in attack speed and damage. Up to 30 weapon illusions can exist at the same time. The flight speed and distance of the weapon phantom are related to its own agility. Cost: 30 mana. Cooling: none. Qin Fei was silent. The blood was not activated, but the main skill of the demon leader was activated. To be honest, the effect of this skill is really explosive. The physics department doesn't have many long-range attack skills, let alone want to have a super wide range. It is even rarer to have both physical skills. Otherwise, wire area kills the prerogative of mages. If everything in physics works, then just delete the mage and stop playing it. So, even people who know nothing about the gods can understand the rarity of this skill. It is estimated that only the demon clan can do such a thing. Qin Fei killed the demon clan for the first time and exploded this thing. You have to say no. Really good stuff. Let's talk about Europe. Qin Fei himself was not sure whether this thing could be used. Drop. You have mastered the advanced skill flying blade throwing. What the hell, can you really learn it? Qin Fei just tried it, and it worked. The other side, Dongfang Bailey and 2 others also drove over in Hanyang. What's wrong? Qin Fei took a look at the skills he had exploded with her. Demon skills. High, and it's non-professional, sharing high-level skills. Dongfang Bailey's beautiful eyes flashed, and she suddenly seemed a little excited. There are 3 types of skills among the gods. The first category is vocational skills, which can only be learned if the occupation matches them. The other type is public skills. The physics, law, and marksman departments all have their own public skills. Finally, there are alien skills. Alien skills are not only limited to professions, but also to races. For example, only beasts can learn the skills of beasts. But among the alien skills, there are very few skills that are common to all races. This skill is very rare. The explosion rate is so low that it can be said to be appalling. Immediately, Dongfang Bailey paused, then frowned and said, "Rare is definitely rare, but alien skills are generally difficult to use." It's not that it can't be used. But there are no racial talents and attributes of alien races, and there are no related professional bonuses. It is difficult to bring out the power of skills. Qin Fei raised his eyebrows. Then you've found the right person. Look across the pantheon. There is no skill that I cannot use. All attribute bonuses. Any skill can be used in my hands. It's just that now I use all my strength to increase the damage caused by physical skills. If you can learn magic. With my current wisdom, the damage really is no less than that of Bailey's explosion. But the legal system is still not suitable after all. My equipment, gems, and attribute points are not for the legal system, and I don't even have professional skills. Just relying on some public skills cannot maximize the legal system. No need to waste that time. Brother, Shenghuan Yao came over with excitement on his face, rubbed his little hands and said, "Open the box, open the box." Good guy, I didn't even warm up the epic treasure chest myself. Have you already been targeted? Okay. Qin Fei took out the box. For the sake of your red hands, I'll give you another chance. Okay. Shangguan Yao took the box confidently and said proudly. The fortune teller said when I was young that the greatest fortune in my life would be to be a prosperous man. Puff. Qin Fei and Dongfang Bailey spurted out in unison. Okay, you know how to tell fortunes. The next second, shining golden light appeared in Shangguan Yao's hands. Calm down. Qin Fei was not surprised at all. The epic treasure chest must be withdrawn. The key is how much money to withdraw. When the golden light dissipated, everyone saw a black dragon lying in the box with the flames of hell burning around it. Wow, it's a pet, super cute. Shangguan Yao fondly held the black dragon baby in her palms. Puff. Qin Fei was about to vomit blood. Good guy. A total of 2 boxes will be opened for you. One drives the mount and the other drives the pet. Awesome. Qin Fei originally did not believe in the existence of mystical science such as fortune-telling. Now, I kind of believe it. Outrageous. When Yaoer opened something for herself, she really didn't see anything good coming out. But if you open it for yourself, it's a one-shot draw. Awesome. I'll let you open the box next time. Qin Fei clicked on the pet's attribute panel. Fire-eating black dragon. Level. Epic. Type. Growth pet pickup. Combat. Possession. Current level. 0. Attack. 300. Defense. 300. HP. 1000. Skill. Pickup can pick up silver coins, gold coins, scrolls, gems. Swallow can swallow experience, gold coins, equipment of rare quality or above, gems, props to accelerate growth. Possession can lend 10% of one's own attack, defense, and health to the owner. Hellfire Breath level 30 comprehension. Hellfire Storm level 100 comprehension. Devouring Darkness level 200 comprehension. Destroying Blow level 300 comprehension. Pick up pets. Can it still be possessed? Qin Fei just wants to ask one question now. Is this really an epic pet? What's the difference between it and a divine pet? Level. Depend on. This guy's 0 level attributes are already about to explode. Brother, it seems that only you can afford to take care of Xiaohei. You have to treat him well. It's not that Shangguan Yao doesn't like him, it's that he simply can't afford to take care of him. Just take the experience. This little guy also needs gold coins, equipment, and gems. Start by eating the rare ones. She was going to cry. She doesn't even have that many rare items herself. What to feed? Quote. 3 black lines appeared on Qin Fei's silent face. To be honest, I can't afford it either. Who has so many rare props for it to eat? The experience was just okay. Qin Fei threw Xiaohei on his shoulder, chose to allocate 10% of the experience, and then rubbed the little guy's head with his fingers. And, from now on, if I have one mouthful, you will have one mouthful. I will never die of hunger. Tweet. Xiaohei shook his head, and his black gold pupils quickly locked on the silver coins and equipment falling around him. Thousands of demons died here. I don't know how many silver coins were dropped, and even equipment and gems were spread all over the floor. Depend on. I almost forgot that there are so many trophies yet to be taken. Qin Fei immediately took Xiaohei, Bai Li and the others to clean the battlefield. But, it doesn't take a while. The 3 of them came back. Qin Fei was fast, and with the help of Xiaohei, he picked up all the silver coins. There are no specific figures, but Qin Fei currently has a total of 328,000 silver coins in his bag. Outrageous. The value of the silver coins dropped alone is more than 3 million. Qin Fei didn't count the equipment. Because there are so many pieces of equipment, it's impossible to get them all. I'll try to pack as much jewelry and gems as possible, and you can take the rest as you see, but don't fill it all up. There will probably be more later. After Qin Fei finished speaking, he went out again. Dongfang Bailey didn't have time to shout, so she could only speak in the team channel. The battlefield has a high explosion rate. With so much Legion equipment and valuable second-level suits, we can't just leave them all here, right? Do you have any idea? Qin Fei asked back. Their current position is basically on the periphery of the demon army. If you want to return to Aztec Pass to trade, you must first kill the demon army. And scrolls can't be used on the battlefield, so even if you want to go back to San Carlos, there's no way. Well, I can't think of a solution. When the war starts, I will notify people from the company to come to support. Dongfang Bailey added. If that's not enough, the military team should be almost at the defense line. It will be no problem to ask them to help me carry something. Being a boss is really convenient. After Qin Fei confirmed that the items would not disappear, he naturally would not object. There are an estimated 200 to 300 pieces of equipment on site. Even the exchange price of the Legion is probably enough to make you rich overnight. But, how do the military people cross the demon army? Shangguan Yao thought. You don't want us to pick them up and then send them out, right? It can only be this way. Dongfang Bailey sighed softly. To make money, you should work harder. Don't say she can't ignore the equipment all over the floor. If he took a screenshot and sent it to his father now, he would probably send someone crazy to pick it up. Real. The Legion suit here is of immeasurable value to the early strength growth of the team. Must take it. I'll take it even to death. Qin Fei didn't say anything. He was thinking about how to cross the demon army. The battle just now, there isn't much danger. Because of his stealth, he reached the mage team and eliminated the biggest threat first. Except for the commander, few of them even caused harm to themselves. But the demon army in the distance is definitely not that simple. There is more than just a leader there, and the leader of the demon clan. And there may be more than one legion commander. More importantly, behind the demon army, there are still countless mages holding the formation, which cannot be rushed through with this body. Fatian Emperor, do you still have enough potions? It's better to go offline while we can, have a meal and wait for them. Then the two parties will join forces and try to see if we can pick up some people. Dongfang Bailey suggested. Not much, can you ask them to bring some supplies? Qin Fei was not injured much, most of his blood was consumed by his skills. But the base number of health points is too high. A violent rage will cost thousands of blood. Coupled with enthusiasm, 10,000 blood will be gone. If you replenish the two potions together, it will take a while to replenish them, and the consumption is really high. Okay, Dongfang Bailey secretly breathed a sigh of relief. If Fatian Emperor is too lazy to pack these equipment, then even if she was exhausted, even if she brought all the military over, she still wouldn't be able to take away the equipment all over the floor, so she could only stare. Although, after picking up these things, you still have to spend money to buy them from Fatian Emperor. But just because you can buy it, how many forces will be jealous? To know, if all the forces in the Dragon Kingdom come together now, they probably won't be able to produce more than a dozen sets of Legion uniforms. Bring me some magic potion, and some instant recovery. Qin Fei thought in his mind. That skill of flying blade throwing looks really good. The only thing is consumption. 30 mana seems low, but what if you have to cast it 100 times? 3,000, right, the demon leader just now must have other equipment or talents to support his consumption like this. But Qin Fei didn't, even if he has thousands of wisdom points and 10,000 magic points. None of them can support the infinite battery life of the flying blade. After all, this is war, not monster spawning. I don't have time to sit down and reply to you. Far away, the Demon Legion seems to have discovered something strange here. Thousands of demons died in battle, which is by no means a trivial matter. Especially on the outside of the battlefield. Such losses in non-main attack directions are even more unacceptable. Let's talk further away. Qin Fei jumped onto Hanyan and took the two of them away from the battlefield before clicking offline. Drop. You are in a special map. You can be offline for up to 2 hours for the first time. If you fail to come online within the timeout, the character will be directly determined to be dead. Are you even restricted from going offline during the war? Qin Fei couldn't help but exclaimed. I thought this would only happen on special maps like Dead Zone. Although Dongfang Bailey didn't expect it, she wasn't too surprised either. Fatian Emperor, do you have a game warehouse? After the special map is offline for the first time, you only have 60 minutes to download it again, and it is only available for 1 day. Qin Fei didn't have time to ask Lin Shichi, so he could only respond, yes. Return to the villa. It was already completely dark. Qin Fei finished washing and went downstairs. Lin Shichi's slippers were still at the door. Work overtime. Qin Fei casually sent a voice call. Yes, I have to work overtime today, and it may even last all night. Lin Shichi replied. Then, have you bought the game warehouse? Qin Fei added. Buy 2, you will use them too. Puff, Lin Shichi spurted out. Idiot, the game warehouse is worth 30 million yuan, not 3,000 yuan. Hey, Qin Fei smiled and said, if you don't make 30 million in one night, why would you be embarrassed to talk to squad leader Lin? I'll buy it for you, I'll place an order for you. After Lin Shichi finished speaking, she did not forget to warn her. Remember to eat. I have prepared some dishes in the refrigerator. You can also cook them yourself. Qin Fei. No time, it will be online soon. That's right, Lin Shichi was about to hang up when she suddenly said, I heard someone say that you are at the Aztec defense line now, right? Yes, what's the matter? Hehe, I won't tell you, I'll tell you later. Lin Shichi mysteriously hung up the phone. Whoosh, a gust of cool wind passed by the living room, and Qin Fei couldn't help but shiver. Why, I suddenly have a bad feeling. After eating, take a rest and go online in advance. Qin Fei did not wait for Bai Li and the others to come together. I still have things to do. I didn't even have time to check the rings, necklaces, and gemstones I just picked up. The Demon Clan's Legion equipment is basically offensive-oriented. The key is how to choose the attributes. Constitution. There is demand, but a few dozen more means little. Wisdom. Qin Fei felt that even dozens of points of wisdom might not be enough to achieve the infinite endurance of the flying blade. Then be agile. Strength is enough on its own. Just now I saw the demon leader using the flying blade, but it was not fast enough. Moreover, the distance and speed of the flying blade are related to agility. Look at it this way. This skill is indeed not something that ordinary people can play. First of all, it consumes a lot of magic and must have a certain intelligence attribute. Secondly, it is not magic damage, so all your efforts and wisdom are in vain. You still need to increase your strength and attack speed. Finally, the skill itself requires a lot of agility, otherwise the output will be too slow to hit anyone. The result is 4 attributes, 3 of which must be added. Needless to say about physical fitness, even survival is a problem without physical fitness, so what about output? Therefore, the essence of the skill flying blade is actually the development of all attributes. Good. After Qin Fei thought about it clearly, he suddenly became excited. To others, this thing is useless. But for myself, it is definitely the skill that best highlights the advantages of all attributes. Choose the equipment first. Hot-Blooded Legion Ring Level 1. Level. Magic. Requirements. Level 10. Agility. 10. Attack speed. 10%. Hot-Blooded Legion Ring First Level. Level. Magic. Requirements. Level 10. Agility. 10. Attack speed. 10%. Hot-Blooded Legion Necklace Level 1. Level. Magic. Requirements. Level 10. Agility. 10. Attack speed. 10%. Hot-Blooded Legion Belt Level 1. Level. Magic. Requirements. Level 10. Constitution. 10. Elemental Resistance. 10%. The ring and necklace are all agile, and the belt adds some elemental resistance. If the commander's weapons hadn't been exposed, even the Legion suits could have been replaced. That's it for now. After Qin Fei confirmed the equipment, he opened the panel. Flying Emperor. Level. 23. Occupation. Greedy, Shadow of Innocence, Berserker. Title. Brave of Apahia. Talent. 100 times attributes. Power. 18,480 Alien Power, 1,000. Agility. 8,030 Alien Agility, 1,000. Wisdom. 4,730 Wisdom from Another World, 1,000. Physique. 10,340 Alien Physique, 1,000. Health value. 31,420. Magic value. 9,470. Physical attack. 18,720. Magic attack. 2,838. Attack speed. 16.97 per second. Defense. 3,417. Magic resistance. 0%. Elemental resistance. 10%. Dodge value. 8,139. Hit value. 8,030. Crit rate. 5%. Moving speed. 63.91 meters per second, 813%. Skills: flying blade throwing, slashing, jumping slash, heavy slashing, strength training, fighting enthusiasm, blood rage, power rage, combat rage, innocent stealth, innocent stealing, innocent ambush, innocent escape, triple shadow hit. Equipment: Legion sword, Legion gloves, Legion armor, Legion helmet, Legion boots, Legion ring left, Legion ring right, Legion necklace, Legion belt. Well, the combat attributes are considered to be maxed out. The details will probably need to be adjusted slowly after using the flying blade. Defensively, the agility boost adds a lot of dodge. As for the hit points of demons, there shouldn't be many that can break through 10,000, right? Qin Fei's own hit is less than 10,000, why should they exceed 10,000? This way, even if I stand still and let the demons attack, their hit rate cannot exceed 30%. But the number of demon legions is still a huge threat. 100 attacks, 30 hits. Qin Fei can be indifferent. But 1,000 attacks, 300 hits. Who can bear it? However, it's impossible to hit 1,000 melee attacks instantly, right? Just pay attention to skills like flying blades and don't be bombarded by Legion-level magic. Qin Fei finally took out the boundary-breaking stone. This thing had already reached its limit yesterday, but since I have both professions and can use 2 gems, there's no reason why I can't use the boundary-breaking stone, right? Drop. The transformation is successful. You have gained 100 points of alien power. Ha, it sure works. Qin Fei laughed wildly in his heart. If the power in the real world is further improved, it will be invincible. Eat and finish. Strength, agility, and wisdom, even if they are kept, the parents will not be able to use them. They probably haven't even entered the game yet. I don't know how long it will take for one of the physical attributes to break through 1,000. Isn't it just a dream to think about the other attributes going over 1,000? There are still 7 physical boundary-breaking stones left, so they won't be moved for the time being. Eat all the remaining boundary-breaking stones. Drop. Qin Shishi applies to add you as a friend. Quote. Qin Fei was speechless when he saw the name. President Lin, next time I'll just call you immortal. Idiot, where are you? Battlefield, I'm here too, why didn't I see you? Ah, Qin Fei wondered. Are all the demon legions blind? How did they let you out? Stay, Lin Shichi hummed. Of course I am inside the Azite defense line, are you outside? If not, then you wait, Lin Shichi said with some regret. Mr. Li said that she and Fatian Emperor will come out to pick us up later, and we can meet then. Puff, Qin Fei burst out laughing. Ha ha ha, is there a possibility that I am the Fatian Emperor? Ah, Lin Shichi suddenly got stuck. Qin Fei said again. Squad leader Lin, your leveling speed is a bit fast. There are not many players who can reach level 10 right now, right? That's natural. As the squad leader, you must be a little faster than your classmates. Lin Shichi was very proud 1 second, but when she saw the opponent's level the next second, she collapsed instantly. Level 23. You. How are you so fast? Qin Fei touched his chin. It's just average, just a little faster than squad leader Lin. I can barely finish first in the server. Lin Shichi. The next second, Dongfang Bailey is online with Guanyao. Squad leader Lin, please remember not to reveal your secret later, Qin Fei warned and quickly hung up. People from the company and the military are here, shall we set off now? Dongfang Bailey said. Well, you invite 2 people to join the team. Qin Fei said directly. Pick one from your company and one from the military. It will be easier to find the place. You can see the position of the team members on the map and you won't be able to identify them wrongly. Hearing this, Dongfang Bailey turned her beautiful eyes subconsciously and pulled everyone in. Drop. Summoner, Qin Shishi, has joined your team. The warrior, Yao Cheng, has joined your team. Pass of Azte. The first players to arrive have already climbed onto the city wall. Look at the battlefield. The first line of defense is completely broken. The second line of defense is completely broken. The third line of defense, which is also the strongest and has the largest number of defenders, is still being contested. However, the continuous flow of demon warriors and the overwhelming magical bombardment made the Imperial Legion unable to even lift their heads. Hiss. The players on the city wall took a deep breath when they saw this scene. What the hell? With the battlefield like this, it will probably collapse soon. How do you play? The Legion's mission is to go down to support. What the hell is this called support? I think it's better to die. Gotta. It's also great for the mage archers. They gain experience while standing and throwing skills. Really, not only the players, but the mages, archers, and various long-range professions in the Legion are already firing with all their strength. Whenever a demon breaks through the third line of defense and rushes under the city wall, he will immediately be attacked by various spells and arrows. But the defensive line cannot hold up. More and more demonic legions flock to the city wall. Based on the strength of the city wall alone, it is probably only a matter of time before it falls. Where is the command of the Imperial Legion? The defense lines were blown up like this, and the Legion leader can't be found. Making some knitting. I'm here to gain experience, not to die. Players are also frustrated. I originally thought about coming here to get some experience and benefits from this Legion. Who would have thought of a place to look? The Imperial army was defeated by the demons within a few hours. In turn, the number of players on the city wall seemed to be more than the Legion defenders. I have become the main force. At the same time, many players started live streaming on the city wall. Azti's defense line fell, the Imperial Legion suffered a huge rout. The demons are invincible, the Empire is completely defeated, and St. Carl's may be bloodbathed by the demons. The first battle is the final battle, and the Empire has entered a countdown to its demise. The titles of online live broadcasts are more outrageous than the last, but the effect is amazing. There is an explosion of hot topics on Douyin. As long as you dare to start a live broadcast, countless viewers will immediately flock in. Nan Binger immediately became the most popular due to her official status and her good looks as a succubus. Good evening, brothers. This sudden war, Binger will broadcast the entire process live for everyone. The current battle situation is that the demons may soon break through the third line of defense and are about to launch the first round of assault on the Aztec Pass. In addition to the Imperial Legion, many players on site also participated in the defense of the pass. In addition, I saw players from the Dragon Kingdom's military team arriving. Let's go and interview the Dragon Kingdom's military's views on this battle first. Gao Cheng is the person in charge of this special operation. Facing the interview with Nan Binger, she just said 4 words coldly: military secrets, no comment. The other side, the players in the live broadcast room were immediately unhappy. What are you pretending to be? It's a secret for a game, do you think it's reality? Cut. Obviously they are here to watch a show, but they still act like they are here to participate in a war. Why? Do you want to fight the demons back to their hometown with more than 100 people behind you? Ha 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 ha. Everyone knows what level players are today. Anyone with level 12 or 3 can reach the top of the rankings. Being able to reach level 10 and reach the city is actually very rare. Not to mention, you still have to spend money to change jobs after level 10. I wish I could spend 24 hours a day doing missions to make money. If it weren't for the gimmick of the god's first battle, I'm afraid not many people would come. Anchor, you'd better hurry up and find Fatian Emperor. That is, he gained experience so quickly, he must have been on the battlefield. Nan Binger smiled and replied after seeing the barrage. The Fatian Emperor is of course the focus of this war, but the Anchor did not find him at the pass. It is indeed possible that he is still on the battlefield. Immediately, lens shift. The battle situation of the third line of defense appears on the screen. There is no telling how many black demonic legions there are. The non-stop magic bombing is comparable to the fire suppression of modern battlefields. Hiss. Explode. Gods is the first virtual game, and it has just launched its server. Most players are still lying around in the novice village. They have never seen such a scene. Just a few pictures left me speechless. The demons are invincible. Come, call the Fatian Emperor, I say call the Fatian Emperor. Ha ha ha, Fatian Emperor is a god, he will die even if he comes. I'm not joking. On this battlefield, whoever comes and who dies, look at the firepower of the human and demon clan, it will take seconds for them to show up. Hiss, is it still too late for me to join the demon clan? Delete number. I'm going to join the demon clan now. Why do you have to choose the human race? It's too overwhelming. The attributes and skills are just so-so. The line of defense will be broken at the first touch, and the war will be lost at the first blow. Unlucky. The demons are a bit ugly, but they are very capable. If I had chosen the demon race from the beginning, maybe I would be eligible to join the Legion now. Facing a group of Imperial wastes, wouldn't that mean Cuckoo gains experience and Cuckoo upgrades? Nan Binger explained from the side. Demons, one of the major races among the gods. There are two types of racial talents, one is combat bloodline, and the other is mana wisdom. So, the demons are basically warriors and mages. At the same time, demon warriors and mages are also stronger than ordinary human warriors and mages. Players are already a little envious of the demons. Now that this is said, there are many low-level players who want to delete their accounts on the spot. Etc. Anchor, look to the east, what are the demon legions doing? Nan Binger didn't even notice it herself. She only discovered it when she saw the barrage reminder. The east side of the battlefield. Pieces of azure halo, like whirling orchids, bloomed among the demon army. Can't see clearly. Anchor, do your job, don't think you are pretty, I won't scold you. Lens, give me the camera. Nan Binger was in a hurry and apologized again and again. I'm sorry, brothers, due to the fog of war, the camera can't zoom out that far. I messed with you. Isn't that anxious to death? The barrage is really urgent. They clearly saw the demon legions falling to the ground in large numbers, but they couldn't clearly see what was going on. But, some players discovered a blind spot. Looking at the rankings, Fatian Emperor has started to level up again. What? Everyone quickly opened the ranking list. God's level ranking. Number 1. Fatian Emperor, Dragon Kingdom, level 25, Shadow of Innocence and Berserker. Number 2. Bai Li, Dragon Kingdom, level 20, Star Mystery Technique. Number 3. Yao arrives in the arms of Sister, Dragon Kingdom, level 20, Multi-dimensional Shooter. I just saw it. Fatian Emperor is still at level 23, why is he at level 25 now? Take off. What is he going to do, reach the level in one day? You say, is there a possibility that the Fatian Emperor was killing randomly in the demon army just now? Barrage question. Get Nan Binger's reply immediately. Basically impossible. We can see from the rankings that Fatian Emperor's profession is assassin and warrior. Then, Nan Binger pointed the camera into the distance. Although I can't see clearly, I can infer from the ratio of near and far. If they are skills, their minimum range is more than 200 meters. The barrage also responded. It's impossible. With a skill range of 200 meters, even the magic system will be in tears. Even if a warrior becomes a god, he doesn't have such a terrifying range of skills, does he? It's definitely not Fatian Emperor, I'll bet you a spicy stick. Depend on. You dare to bet one. Are you a fan of Fatian Emperor? If you can master such a large-scale skill like Fatian Emperor, I will just twist off your head and use it as a spittoon. Nan Binger thought for a while and said, it may be Bai Li's skill. She has a hidden profession, the mysterious method of the stars. It seems, mages are the eternal weapons of death in war. In the battlefield, Dongfang Baili and Yaoer looked at it from a distance, and they were both dumbfounded. Sister Li, is that my brother's skill? Shangguan Yao was a little unconfident, and said weakly, it's that little circle. Is it really my brother's skill? Well, maybe it's a flying blade throw. Dongfang Baili wasn't sure either. Even if she had seen the flying blade skill introduction. At this moment, there is no way to combine the skill description with the current terrifying scene. Too exaggerated. A blue magical aperture swirled among the demon army. All the demon warriors who came into contact with the aperture were cut into pieces as easily as tofu. Dozens of high-speed rotating flying blade apertures. Like a shock wave, it exploded violently in all directions. Dozens or hundreds of demon warriors didn't even have time to react and fell to the ground dead on the spot. The next second, the flying blade retreated at lightning speed. But Qin Fei didn't even wait for the flying blade to turn around, and rushed into the surroundings of the demon warriors again at super high speed. The flying blade that retreated rapidly corrected its trajectory due to Qin Fei's displacement. Like a scythe looking back, it directly kills all the demons on the return path. Drop. You defeated the demon warrior. You defeated the demon warrior. Drop. You have upgraded. Your pet, flame-eating black dragon, has been upgraded. You have upgraded. Your pet, flame-eating black dragon, has been upgraded. Your pet, flame-eating black dragon, has been upgraded. It's cool. Qin Fei was on the battlefield and harvested hundreds of demons in the blink of an eye. His experience skyrocketed and he was instantly delighted. Flying blade. I would like to call you the best lawn mower among the gods. A wave of harvest. Qin Fei was promoted to 2 levels. The flame-eating black dragon has been promoted to 8 levels. And the magic value. There are more than 3,000 points left. Fierce. The flying blade is really fierce when it eats blue. Qin Fei is now in the full flying blade state. Pushing out a wave will consume 900 magic points. Joke. What did the previous demon leader use to support himself? Equipment, bloodline, or skills. He has more than 100 flying blades. Why on earth can he continue to output flying blades? Tisk. There's no time to think about that now. Bai Li, please run away. I don't have much magic power, so I won't take you there. After Qin Fei gave his instructions, he started to sneak into the demon army. Skill scroll. Use. Qin Fei can't find any other way to reduce consumption for the time being, so he can only try to improve his skill level. It won't work if you don't try. Such magical skills of cutting grass must not be displayed there to watch. Whoosh whoosh. Hundreds of light balls immediately rose into the sky in the demon army. Obviously, they've discovered the assassin on the prowl. Far away, Anaya, the leader of the demon clan and the Valiant Legion, reached out and patted the snowy griffin on her crotch. Call. The snowy griffin suddenly flapped its huge wings with a diameter of more than 20 meters, spun around a few times, and suddenly took off into the air. Ha! The snowy griffin circled in the air, and then swooped down again, its sharp golden eagle eyes quickly scanning the entire demon army. 1 lap, 2 laps, 3 punches. Chirp. The snowy griffin patrolled 3 times and still found no suspicious creature, so it couldn't help but let out a confused cry. Didn't find it. Anaya, the leader of the Valiant Legion, couldn't help but feel a little moved. Being able to avoid Finkter's eagle eye scan requires at least a great or legendary level of stealth, right? Empire, when did an assassin above the master level appear? Everyone, be careful. Anaya alerted the surrounding commanders first, and then hovered in the air herself. What shocked her was not just the stealth. The skill the opponent just used was obviously flying blade throwing. A top assassin is indeed the most suitable person for the skill of flying blade. However, the assassin's magic value can never support the consumption of the flying blade. At the same time, the extremely fragile assassin is definitely not suitable for appearing on the battlefield. Anaya scanned the Legion with all her heart, and said in her heart, no matter what level of assassin you are, today is the day you die. On the city wall, the appearance of the snowy griffin completely made the Legion defenders despair. That's Anaya from the Demon Clan's Brave Legion. Fully awakened hero professional. She's here, but, where's our leader? Despair. Facing the demon heroes, the Empire's defense line couldn't even find anyone who could fight the enemy. To know, Anaya, the leader of the Valiant Legion, has a flying mount. Things like city walls are not obstacles at all. If the current city defending crossbows, mage group, and adventure group were all used to stop her, it would not be impossible to stop the opponent from climbing the city wall. But in that case, they would not be able to stop the demon army below. What to do? Don't panic, the Empire's support will be here soon. Aaron, the leader of the Azite Legion, loudly scolded the legionnaires around him. It's a pity it's useless. The enemy hero appears, but your own hero doesn't appear at all. The difference is too obvious. Today's Imperial soldiers' legs are trembling, and they have nowhere to think about fighting. The other side, Nan Binger's live broadcast room exploded on the spot. Hero, commander of the Valiant Legion, Anaya. Awesome class. Look at this person's performance, he will be filled up immediately. As expected of a racial hero, the sense of oppression is strong. Look at that flying riding pet. Do demons still have such a thing? Why don't humans? What does the Empire do for food? Is it trash? I love you, my demon clan is awesome. You trash of the Empire, hurry up and surrender, you have no way out. Where's Fatian Emperor? Isn't he awesome? Come on, call him over. I don't believe it. If he can defeat the demon hero Anaya in 3 moves, not more, just 3 moves, I will lose. Where's the anchor? If you pull the odds, I bet Fatian Emperor won't dare to go out today. Ha ha ha, nothing wrong. He probably went offline as soon as Anaya appeared, right? The battle situation in the live broadcast room was one-sided. The Empire was completely defeated. Nan Binger was present at the scene, and I can only say that the atmosphere was even more depressing. The player's face was blue. Even though they saw Anaya, the commander of the Valiant Legion, in the sky not far away, they didn't dare to take action. Seeing this situation, Gao Cheng couldn't help but feel a little upset in his heart. The Empire has no intention of resisting. It is only a matter of time before the defense line falls. Whether Fatian Emperor can rush over now is a question. So, is there any hope of picking up the equipment left on the battlefield? Lin Shichi is already sending messages. Anaya, the leader of the Valiant Legion, seems to be a hero. You must not come here. He'll be there soon. Qin Fei replied directly. Ah, Lin Shichi was startled. I asked you not to come over, idiot, why didn't you listen? Do not talk. Qin Fei sneaked all the way without worrying about being discovered. But in the sky, the pressure of Anaya, the commander of the brave army, is indeed not comparable to that of the previous commander. Not to mention that there is no room to take action now. Even if you want to take action, it will be difficult to threaten the target in the air. On the other hand, now the distance back to the pass of Azte is too long. There are too many demonic legions and they cannot move in a straight line. 10 seconds of stealth. There is no way to get through the third line of defense. Then kill. Qin Fei flicked his right hand, and the legion sword turned into a stream of light and flew out. While stealth is still there. Fight with zeal. Violent. Boom. More than 20 blue whirling blades suddenly appeared in the demon army. Attack speed is stretched to the limit. Qin Fei almost completely stacked the flying blades in the 1 second it took to break through the stealth attack. Puff puff puff. The surrounding demon warriors were cut open by the blade the moment they touched it. Minus 23,010. Minus 40,230 crit. Minus 28,002. Minus 25,400. Layers of damage figures floated out from the battlefield. 30 flying knives. Although there is no blind spot, the density of demons on the battlefield is too high. Push it out with one move. At least hundreds of demon warriors died. The next second, the flying blade retreats. Hundreds of demons died again. Flying blade. It is purely a battlefield harvester. Except for the captain and commander, all ordinary demons cannot block the damage of flying blades. HMPH. I caught you. There was no need for the snowy griffin to remind Anaya, whose eyes were already locked on Qin Fei in midair. Call. Anaya controlled the snowy griffin, dived at high speed, and plummeted into the air. At the same time, the golden war spear in Anaya's hand was already glowing with bursts of light, and the energy condensed in it would make her feel suffocated even from 100 meters away. I knew you would come. Qin Fei secretly laughed. The Legion glove on his left hand disappeared at some point and was replaced by a pair of translucent strange gloves. The thief's ultimate intention. The cool-down time is just right. Originally, this cooling was used to save Asiat. Now we can only make the old man wait. The next second, Qin Fei spotted Anaya's dive position and jumped out with a jump slash. How brave. Anaya's eyes flashed with light. An assassin opposite him dared to confront him head-on. Anyway, this fearless courage is also worthy of praise. But the next second, while Qin Fei slashed his sword horizontally on one side of his body, he gently stroked the snowy griffin with his left hand. Beep. Stealing successful. You have obtained a rare mount snowy griffin. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.